Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Crap sandwiches. Oh no. Crap sandwiches.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Crap sandwiches.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Crap sandwiches.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Crap sandwiches.
Oh my
This
god.
is the worst. Sandwiches.
Oh my
This is the worst. Sandwiches.
Oh my
This
god.
is the worst. Hold on, guys. This is the worst. Hold on, guys. This is the worst. Hold on, guys. This is the worst. Hold on, guys.
Sorry about that, everybody. Oh man. Oh, that was hilarious. Oh. Now that was an echo, boys and girls. That was an echo. Oh my god. Oh. Anybody who starts the streams, hopefully they laugh as hard as I am right now, because that was pretty good. Oh gosh. Alright, what's up everybody? We got MTM, we got Saucy, LOL Gamer, Thomas, we got John CSR2, Bosco, we got LOL, I think I said hello to you twice. Krishman, good morning, good evening, good night, whatever it is where you guys are. We got Saucy, Average Joe, Kevin, Gregor. Nice to see you guys. Crazy Drifting's in the house. Elias P, hello, nice to see you guys. So, I'm here with Max the Gamer. Everybody say hello to Max.
Hey everybody.
How y'all doing today? Hopefully pretty awesome. We got the Crow in the house. What's up, Crow? Crow runs the Reddit page over there for CSR2. Does an awesome job, so y'all might want to check that out if you're on to the whole Reddit thing. Kingdom Come, hello. Nice to see you guys today. Let me go ahead and switch this little thing off of here. Alright, so what shall we talk about today, Max? You got anything good for us?
The good thing first is we got a really easy Prestige Cup for this season. I don't know if anybody's actually stuck on it, but you know, easily beaten with Stage 5 car. So that's good news, right?
Definitely. I mean, it's not that often you can beat one of these on Stage 5 only, and it's really nice when you can. I've seen it a few times, and everybody always loves it, so super nice like that.
Oh yeah, so I had the final race around 11.5 on the one account. I think it ranges around that. Again, hello to everyone who said hello to me. I'm not going to go through the same greeting Denny did, because then we'll spend the whole stream doing that and nothing else. But hello everyone. Yeah, this is a great car. I mean, I love this thing. I think it's great live racing. It's great, you know, at this PC Cup. We lucked out this season, let's put it that way. And I'm glad they made this car available again as a PC Cup car.
Yeah, very cool car. I always love when I see a PC car pop up that's actually good. It's like, yes, people can actually get a good one this time, you know? A lot of these PC Cup cars aren't really that great. I mean, some of them, it just kind of sucks having to spend your keys on them, you know?
So, I know. Every time a Bentley comes up, I cringe.
Oh, Lord, the Bentleys.
The Bentleys.
Don't remind me of those.
I would rock one in real life. Don't get me wrong. But not in CSR2.
But yeah, these things, man, these RS6 Avants, you know, I always tell people to save up their keys before they start pulling for something, but if you've got at least 750 keys saved up, you might want to try to get this one, guys. If you don't have a good live racing car, alright, I don't think this one will beat Tempest, though. I think it's a little bit too slow on the... Or did you figure out a way to make it beat it, Max? Was this the one you did?
For which one? This car?
For Tempest 3, yeah.
Yes, this is the one I did a video on for Tempest 3. In fact, this car is so good, other than for that one sprint, you don't even need stage 6s. So it was only the one sprint that I actually needed the stage 6s to do it. Other than that, I actually beat it at everything at 625 upgrades only. So 625 performance points, I was able to beat the whole thing other than that one sprint.
But did you finally beat the sprint or not? Did you have to change cars?
I did.
Oh, you did beat it.
I have
Okay.
the video up how to do that and which stage 6s you need. Check out my channel. It's up there. I guess I could try to put a link here, but I'll probably fail at that. But
I mean, this has always been the car that everybody said, too bad it can't beat the sprint race, but I guess Max found a way to make it happen, guys.
Yeah, we made it happen.
Max is amazing at tuning for the Tempest stuff. So if you need help with Tempest stuff, definitely check out Max's channel because, man, he knows how to tune those cars for Tempest. I'll tell you that. Todd, hello. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you.
Actually, Denny, if give me a minute, I'll set up the Avant real quick for that sprint thing. We can demonstrate it real quick on the stream so people can see how it's done.
Yeah, I just got another stage 6 for mine. I can't believe it, but none of the stage 6 were duplicates this time. I was amazed. I thought I got a duplicate this morning, but I didn't. I actually went back and I said, hey, I get to install that thing. So,
you lucked out.
So right now I got a 10.8 on my dyno. I mean, this thing's running really fast for a car that's not maxed out. Before I put the stage 6 part on, I was getting 10.5s, 10.6, something like that. So let's see what she does now. I love this car. I mean, unfortunately, not everybody likes these station wagons, but I do. I'm a wagon fan, actually. Ever since Gran Turismo 2 came out on PlayStation 2, and they had this awesome racing wagon, I was like, man, I love these things.
They are pretty cool.
All of a sudden, I forget how to drive it.
Skip to second, short third, fourth, fifth, nitrous
Yeah.
fifth, or sixth, depending on whether you have stage 6.
Thank you, Max. I just had a brain blank out right there for a second. I've been driving it all day, and all of a sudden it's just like, I don't know how to drive this thing. Let's try that one more time. Hey, CJ, good to see you, buddy. Average Joe says, want to talk about what fixes NM did to SD. I'm not sure what you mean by SD, buddy.
Showdown. They didn't fix much. I know that they try to fix something, but I haven't seen them actually fix anything. So, in a sense, I guess you could say the crashing is down a little bit, and the freezing up at the line thing seems better, but I still get it. So, I'm not sure if they fixed anything.
I might not have this tuned correctly. I might need to retune this car a little bit because this usually beats dyno by a lot. I'm not beating it by much, so I probably got a bad tune on this. I probably didn't tune it after I got the part installed because...
Well, a lot of it is in the shift pattern, though.
That's true.
The world's like, better? I get that lag on every launch. I'm not saying it's better on that. I'm just saying, compared to what I was dealing with last season, Showdown actually is running smoother for me this season. So I guess to me, it's a fix. I'm sure it's not for everybody.
Yeah, I haven't actually heard them say anything about, any bug fixes yet. So if there's something like that, I've missed it. But yeah, if they did try to fix something, that's awesome. Okay, there I got 10.6.
They tell you we fixed one bug. What we're not telling you is the 6 bugs we added to the game. So, but we did fix one.
Yep, that's the thing. When the new update comes out, you wonder what bugs did they add to the game this time. That's kind of always the deal of how that goes.
It's always the deal. And they because the way the program seems to work is they'll change something on one car, but it always affects 3 or 4 cars randomly. So we never sure what's going on after they do some kind of change. But hey, you deal with that for 4 years, you get kind of desensitized to it.
Smoke 'em Charger, no, unfortunately, I don't really remember. When I'm live racing, I very rarely pay attention to who I'm racing. Maybe you saw me in a live race there, but I don't know. I'm trying to remember if I've even live raced the last couple of days. I've been kind of slacking on the lives and mainly doing the showdowns.
When they do a big update like 3.0 that's coming, I basically just wait to update, because first I check Facebook for all the complaint posts that are expected. I want to see if anybody's game literally imploded, and if 50% of the players are still alive and playing, I'll take a chance. That's kind of how I deal with every update.
Don Jose, yeah, on this car you want to get into like 4th or 5th gear really quickly. Like, I think it changes which gear depending on how you have the car set up. But I know fully maxed, I think you get into 5th as quickly as possible. Kevin, no, I didn't even try to win those cars from the showdown. I didn't want to spend my 6 million game cash on that regular Huayra or whatever just to try and win some showdown cars. So no, I didn't even try. Thank you, Elijah. Crow says, listen to Max, don't do the stuff that I do.
Listen to Max, famous last words. I listened to this idiot, and now my game is gone. What the hell happened? I don't know. I'm not involved. Don't blame me. Okay?
Well, shiz, the big deal about RP is if your crew earns over so much RP, well, the more RP your crew earns, the more prizes you get, all right? Your crew has to earn over 20 million respect points by the end of the season in order to win the prize car. So yeah, RP is a big deal, actually.
RP is a very big deal, especially if you want to grow your garage. Milestone crew wants RP more than anything else.
And if you're not in a crew, then unfortunately, well, I should say fortunately, if you're not in a crew, then RP doesn't really matter for much at all. But if you're in a crew, that's the number one thing you got to worry about, is hitting the amount of RP the crew requires.
All right. Danny, you want me to give this sprint thing with the Avant a shot?
Sure.
I can do it live.
All right, we're gonna switch over to Max's screen. He's gonna show you guys how to beat the sprint race on Tempest 3 Tier 4, which is the hardest race in the game, as far as I know.
Yep. So right now we confirmed again that the sprint is still 1.373. Somebody literally posted a screenshot yesterday on Facebook asking, how do I beat this? So they did not put it back to 1.494 like some people were telling me. Apparently it's still kind of jacked up at 1.373, which is really ridiculously fast. So for most tier 4 cars, that's a tough one to hit when you have a car that also hits 260 miles per hour. But the Avant definitely can hit 260, so the sprint is the rough one. The top 2 stage 6s, tire is number 1, body number 2. Then you're going to want strong stage 6s. Unfortunately, trans is not strong, but trans is okay for sprinting. So these 4 at minimum, unfortunately, is what you're going to need to get a 1.3 0 to 60 out of this car. Even then, it's not easy, because you have to have a device that will allow you to instantly shift into 2nd, 3rd, and then nitrous on 4th gear. The key here is you're going to tune the car basically to finish 0 to 60 in 4th, and you're doing 0 100, 5.0, 2.0. Nitrous doesn't really matter. I'll show you why. 1.562, 1.562. So it doesn't really matter that much.
Real quick,
But
Uncle Broken
Yeah.
Down, buddy, thank you for the donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you so
thanks
much.
for donation. Yep. Yep. And D Black is here for my crew. Shout out to the Helena Hitman.
Welcome,
And I
D
think
Black.
did anybody from Team X Racing get here? Because usually somebody from that crew's here as well. But shout out to my own crews because they always support me when I do a stream or anything. All right, so here's the trick. Okay, you got to go 1 to 3, 4 nitrous, and then don't shift out of 4th gear. If you shift out of yes, Vic is here. That's right. So Vic from Team X Racing.
What's up, Vic?
Our top RP maker there. Right there, 1.351 is what you end up with as your 0 to 60. Okay? So that's basically what'll allow you to beat Tempest 3 Tier 4 Sprint with the Avant. Now, once you can beat that, this car will beat absolutely every other thing in that entire Tempest 3 Tier 4 without even this much upgrades. I mean, this thing is ridiculously fast
beast.
for what it is. It's a beast. So once you figure out you could beat this, even though it dyno's 1.5, it'll do 1.3. Once you can beat that, none of the other challenges are really a challenge. So you'll be good to go. So yes, this car can beat Tempest 3 Tier 4, and you definitely should build it. All right? So that was my little public service announcement for Tempest 3 Tier 4. Back to you, Danny.
Shiz, yes. Personal RP, you can earn prizes from that, okay? The people who get up to the top get some really nice stuff for personal RP. So there's actually 2 different seasons in the game. There's the crew season and then there's the personal season. If you pull over the little thing on the left that makes the thing pop out of the side, you can see the personal RP season schedule or whatever. I don't think I said that right, did I? You know what I'm saying. That's all I gotta say. I might get a little tongue-tied and say things a little weird, but yeah, you know, that thingamadingy doo-doo thingy over on the side there. Yep. It's there somewhere.
Yeah, we also know this car is a great live racing car,
Yes.
so we're not going to get into that, but because I don't want everybody in the lobby with one kicking my butt. So, yeah, so shh, we don't talk about this car for live.
Oh, Max. Bosco says congrats on 9,000 subs. So yeah, congrats on that, Max.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Bosco. Thank you guys for subscribing. A lot of you guys here are also my subscribers, so I do appreciate every single one of you that did subscribe. And I'll continue to try to do my best to give you guys some good content. All right, speaking of good content, don't forget to come and win my money tomorrow. I'll be ready to give it out. I actually worked hard to earn extra money so I can give it away.
Eros, no, I don't usually get 500 races in. I'm usually somewhere between 150 and 200. I'm too lazy to do all 500 on those showdowns. That's just too much. I don't have that much time to spend. I'd get so sick of playing the game. Ricky says CSR2 is dying. I don't really think so, buddy. I don't think
That
so.
was the kind of money they're making.
I think the game's going very strong, actually.
You ever have that? Oh, found it. You ever have that day where you're looking for one specific car and you scroll through your whole garage 5 times and go, I know I have this car, but where is it?
Average Joe says, where will you be live, Max? Here or your own channel?
I'll be on my own channel. I'm going to give live streaming a shot again. I think the last one I did was back in November last year. So, you know, there might be some technical issues. Just bear with me if that happens. 12 p.m. noon, basically, U.S. Eastern time, because I'm on the East Coast. So it's noon time, my time. And what I'll do is I'll probably start setting it up a few minutes early, like Denny does. So, and I'll try to... The last time I tried to schedule something, it screwed up on me, and I ended up having to start a new stream. That's why I haven't scheduled it yet. I'll work on that too.
Aclavia, yeah, I'm pretty sure once you reach race 500, you can still do more. You just can't get any extra prizes for over 500 races.
Yeah, you can do more. I read somebody who said they did 738 races to win that Barchetta, the Pagani HB. 700. I don't know about you. I can't dedicate 700 races to Showdown. I would have
me
a
neither.
annual race.
What time is your stream tomorrow, Max?
Noon time.
Oh boy.
I know you have that War Robots one, right?
Yeah. I stream from 12 to 2.
Same time frame.
So that's a bummer.
I should have thought about that, but
That's all right.
But I'll be at your stream on Sunday. We'll
Okay.
catch you up on the results. How much money I lost.
I was really wanting to come hang out on your stream, but unfortunately I do one every Sunday on my other channel, or Saturday.
Well, we'll set one up, Danny. Once I get myself together with actually streaming, we'll set one up and you come hang out on my stream once. So maybe we can alternate in the future too. It'll be fun.
Smoke 'em Charger RT, I think he meant what race mode. That's going to be in live racing, buddy. Do you want to explain your whole little challenge here and how it works so people here know, just in case they don't already?
All right, so let's talk about how this is going to play down. One is I am dynoing about 10.0 to 10.1 for all my cars. So to find me in the lobby, you want a 10-second car. The rule is really simple. It's like real bracket racing. The cutoff time is 10.000. If you run faster than 10, it's an automatic loss. Okay, so if you beat me but you ran a 9.999, it's a loss. Even if I was behind you across the line. If you beat me but you run anything slower than 10.0, then I give you 200K on the next race. So what I would do is I would re-challenge you and basically give you a 200K bet that I'm going to automatically lose to you. So you can win my money. If I win, you don't give me anything. I get the RP from the win, and that's all. So this is a way for me to hopefully get people to start tuning their cars for lobby edge tuning. And this is a hard cutoff. So you will have a lot of work to make sure you can beat me. Will you have enough money? I have 90 million on my other account that I plan to use for this, Crow. So 20 million is about 100 losses. I'm not sure I'm going to lose 100 times. So I'm hoping that 20 million will hold up.
BG straight pimpin', buddy. Unfortunately, nobody ever seems to figure out the tricks for the golden key crates. It only seems to be the Prestige Cup car that people find the tricks out for. So as far as I know, no one's figured out the algorithm for the golden crates. So I don't usually make videos for those because I would just be pulling randomly, and I don't have enough keys to really sit there and, do that. Plus, I don't really want either one of those cars. The new R33 is pretty awesome, but, I got cars already that are a little better than it, so I'm not really going to try for that one myself. Now, if I thought there was actually a trick to it, I might give it a shot, but as far as I know, no one's figured that out yet.
All right. Gold key tricks, just let it go. Silver key tricks, try it at your own risk. Danny and I both give you the same stipulation. I'm not a believer, he is, but if it works for you, by all means enjoy it. But if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. So, but gold key, statistically, you're just not going to do well on it.
I'm a partial believer. Yeah. It seems to work, but I'm not 100% sure. It seems to work, so I keep trying it,
Hey, look, whatever works for you, man, go for it. I know I made fun of you a little bit in one of my videos, but it's all in good fun. We got to have fun, or all of us will be very boring people, right? Wink, wink. So anyway,
look at that. D Black said he got 5 of those things from my Prestige Cup car trick.
Ooh,
5. That's awesome.
That's pretty awesome. If I got 5 without a trick, does that mean my trick works better?
No. It just means you were super lucky.
I was super lucky, right? So, oh, speaking of which, Thomas asked the question, what if both people go under 10? Now, in traditional bracket racing, if both people run under 10, the person who ran under by less wins. However, for this game, that wouldn't really work well during the live stream. So we'll just rerun it. If both of us lost, we'll just rerun and do a new run and see who wins. Okay, now see what I just ran here? I left it on the screen. It's a 10.000. That is the best you can do to win. Anything under that or faster than that, you will lose. We're gonna go off of my screen time because actually your display time and my display time might be different. But since I'm the one streaming, we're gonna work off of my time, okay? And this is basically what you're gonna shoot for every run. You're gonna try to run 10 flat, and if it's a tie, you win. If you run a 10-0 and I run a 10-0, even if the computer says I won, I'm still gonna give you the 200K. Because damn it, you ran it well, and you deserve it. All right, sorry about that, just more ranting on my part, Danny.
That's all good.
By the way, the Regera is one of the cars I'm planning to use, and yes, I'm going to stream that entire event live. So you guys are literally beating me on a live stream and taking my money on top of it. Now that I think about it, that is kind of a dumb idea.
Polly Papa. Sorry to sound stupid, but what type of computer do you all play on? That's not really a stupid question, but I actually have a budget gaming PC from a company called iBuyPower. It was on sale for around like $650, plus I had some sort of $100 off coupon at Best Buy, so I got it dirt cheap. It's got an i5 processor, 16 gigs of RAM, and I think a GTX 1660 graphics card. Works really nice. I got lucky to find that thing at a cheap price, I'll tell you that.
Yep, I have a gaming PC as well. I think any gaming PC, decent gaming PC, even a budget one, will run this game just fine. The real thing is the emulator takes up additional resources. So you definitely want a gaming PC that can handle both the emulator and the game itself. More so just to make it fast. That's the key. I'm
not really sure you need a good graphics card on your PC, but I think you do need a decent amount of RAM, okay? I would say at least 8 to 16 gigs of RAM and probably just a nice, decent processor, and your computer should do just fine. We use something called LD Player, which is an Android emulator, which allows you to play Android games on your PC. Yep.
And it's really the emulator that makes it difficult for the computer. So you want a processor that can run the emulator fast. So it's equivalent to a phone when you're actually playing on it.
Jerry Space, it's impossible. To be honest, gold keys are nowhere. In 8 months, I couldn't do Duality Cup because of it. But the gold keys do take a really long time to get. I'm guessing I probably get about 10 a month on those, to tell you the truth. Unless you're doing like the Evolution Cups, like the Evo Cups and the Golden Cups. The Golden Cups are great for getting keys if you have the car for it. If you're not doing those, it's going to be very hard to get those. D Black, yeah, he's going to be streaming this live on his channel, I guess tomorrow around noon Eastern time.
Yep, tomorrow noon, it'll be live. Now, Average Joe asked, why don't I save the money? So, one thing, the reason I'm doing this live stream and the whole challenge is because I want people to play in live, not be afraid of it, and also tune. Lobby Edge tunes are what wins right now in live, because if you do Dino Buster tunes, the computer punishes you really fast. So this kind of tuning, where you have a hard cutoff that you set for yourself and you tune to it, you can make very effective live cars without having to bust dyno. So it's also just to kind of get people to try to tune their cars. That's one of my main goals in setting up this event. The other thing is, I don't believe making cash in the game for a veteran player is very hard. Therefore, if I can make the money faster, I'm willing to share it with other people. I mean, you guys are all enjoying the game with me. on the live stream, so why not? And if there's no money on the line, the racing won't be as much fun. So that's why I'm doing it.
Joshua, sorry to hear your cousins ate up all your keys on your account, buddy. I'd put a password on that phone and not let anybody on it. That's no fun.
Man. You know what? Your cousins and your nephews touching your phone with the valuable game data on it. Because next thing you know, you'll be out of gold keys.
Yeah.
Your gold's gone, your money's gone, and he sold your best car for 1,000 in-game cash.
How live edges work, and someone asked how to tune for it.
Okay. All right. So it's worth talking about that real quick. So live lobbies have basically brackets, but they're not hard set. They're kind of vague time frames that about every 0.3 of a second is a lobby. And they try to put cars that dyno that range all together, but there's a, quote, fast end and a slow end on that lobby. For example, 10.0 is essentially a cutoff. Most cars that dyno 9.9 to 10.18 to 10.2 falls in that bracket. Your goal is to dyno and run right on that 10.0 mark because it'll be pretty stable. It's still within the bracket. You won't get kicked into a faster lobby easily, but yet you can still beat most of the cars in there because a lot of people actually don't tune their car that tight to an edge. So they run like 10.08, 10.1 in a lobby where you're allowed to run 9.998. And that's where if your car always runs that 9.998 to 10, you'll win 90% of the time without getting booted. So that's what a lobby edge tune really is. It's basically to manipulate the way the game system works and stick to the edge, the faster edge of the lobby without getting broken out of the lobby. So as you can see, my car is extremely competitive here because of the high evo points, but I can run slower than what it could run, and I'm facing cars that are running 10.2s. So that's a lobby, quote, lobby edge tune that you can use. I know Das Martin put one for the 9.3 lobby with the Bugatti Cento. That's a great setup. I really like that setup. Oh, here comes Bosco with his F1. he's gonna show me who's boss here. I can do 10.001. So there. Okay. All right, Bosco. Let's go.
Yeah, only a few people have the Showdown leagues right now for testing. So eventually we'll all get it, but it might be a little while. I mean, it could be a couple weeks, it could be a couple months, whenever they think it's ready to release to the public. Just like when regular Showdown came out, I was one of the first people to get to test that, and it was quite a while before it actually went public, surprisingly. Hey, Comet, how's it going? Ah, Comet, you recovered your money? That's good, that's good. Really good, actually. Glad to hear that. Steve W. says, Max, how in the world did you figure all that stuff out? Well, I'll tell you what. He's a wizard.
I lost again. No.
Max is a wizard, okay?
Oh, see, this is a good race. By a thousandth of a second. Okay? So that's what I'm hoping to see tomorrow, actually. There'll be a lot of races like this. So I've been playing since the 70s.
Yeah, I'm not as good at tuning. Max is way better at tuning than I am. I'll tell you that.
So that's the kind of races where if you can cut really close to that 10-0 like that, it'll allow you to basically beat me and take that 200K. So technically, if we were going heads up tomorrow like this, he would have gotten 400K out of me already. Okay, because I lost 2 races in a row against him. So that's how the challenge works out. So Bosco's obviously ready for me, but I have my own secret weapon as well. So we'll have to see how it plays out ultimately.
Thomas, nobody knows, buddy. What does DD off and DD on do?
Oh,
All
that's
it does
Megara
is
thing.
all it does is say DD on. That's all. But yeah, those cars in real life have that, so it's like a traction control thing. So basically, as soon as you shift in the second gear or whatever on that car, it automatically turns it on. It's not really anything except for, I guess they added it because the car has it in real life, maybe type of thing.
Yeah, it does. But in real life, I think it's a one-gear car. Good job, Bosco. That was a nice showing. Actually, the two of us both ran very close to that 10:0 time, so that worked out good.
Sydney says he loves his Aston Martin DB11 for live racing in the 10-second lobbies. He wins almost all races. That's awesome.
That's a great car, yes.
That's awesome, buddy. Sounds
it's a
like
great car. The DB11 is one of those doesn't really beat dyno, but always seems to lobby well type cars. Very easy to win in, and it's a very good car. So if you manage to pull one, you don't have to upgrade it all the way. It runs the best actually in the 10 and 11 lobbies.
Yeah, Max has oh boy, please no spamming, buddy, or someone will time you out or something here. All right, please post a message once, not 1,000 times. Yeah, Max has the leagues on one of his 3 accounts.
I have it on this account actually. If you guys want to look at it, we can jump to it.
So Comet has it on one of his alt accounts. Now I don't know what Ahmed, I don't know what you said. It just got deleted before I actually got to read it, but please don't spam stuff, buddy. Now, if you ask a question and we don't see it in a few minutes, you know, go ahead and post it again, but please don't post it like 10 times in a row.
Right. So John G said the same thing I did. Regera in real life only has a single gear. That's why it's called direct drive. It's like a one gear wonder.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to have a car with like one gear. That would be
Tesla
great.
too.
Yeah.
Tesla really doesn't have a gear. It just basically just runs until it runs out of RPMs, and then you're stuck.
I would dig that. That'd be some easy stuff. That'd be really easy to drive. Everybody wonders, when are they going to add Tesla on this game? I don't know. I'd like to see one, honestly.
I don't know how they're going to do the upgrades for Tesla. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense. Let's put some NOS on that.
Huh.
Yeah, let's shoot some NOS into the electronics and watch the whole car burn to the ground.
It'll have like super electricity booster or something instead.
I mean, you can put bigger generators and motors into the Tesla, I'm sure, if you can figure out the programming. But it just wouldn't work well with the game. So.
Smoke 'em Charger, you're probably going to want to try and get a dyno time of 10.0 to 10.2 on your car. I would say, since those cars are running 10.0, you want the car to run in the 10-second lobby, okay? Do you have any other advice besides that for someone trying to get in your lobbies for tomorrow, Max?
Not really. I mean, if you dyno, so understand some cars have a lobby advantage while others have a disadvantage. So you have to try to dyno the car between 9.9 to 10.2, 10.3 range, and kind of jump in and out of lobby to see if you can find me. What I'll do is I have 6 cars set up as well, and I'll try to rotate them. But I have a feeling they're all kind of in the same lobby anyway, which is right around 10.1. So, you know, set up a car at 10.0 first and then move it around about a 10th either way while you jump in and out of lobby. You should be able to find me.
Comet Warrior says Tesla is stingy with their licensing, so maybe it's not easy to get a Tesla into a game.
Gran Turismo has it. So.
Does it? I'm about to sneeze y'all. I'm about to mute y'all for a second.
I'm still here. You do what you gotta do, man. Sneeze it. It'll be background noise. Oh. I get to hear the sneeze.
Alright, I think the sneeze went away. It never happened to guys. False alarm. False alarm.
Right, exactly. As Bosco was saying, it depends on your car. See, his F1's set a lot like my Regera is, around a high 9.9, versus another car made actually dyno 10.2, but still lobby into the same lobby. So you kind of have to play with it. All right, somebody had a question about the league thing. Well, I kind of saw it, but missed the exact question. Why do I keep getting... All right, John Freddy says, why do I keep getting into strong lobbies in my RS6? So, the way the game calculates lobbying, it seems to favor cars that have less upgrades, okay? Less upgrades with higher Evo points. Meaning, for a car like the RS6, why don't we jump back to that real quick? You want to only leverage very strong stage 6s on that car, instead of putting it at the maximum upgrade that you have, missing a bunch of fusions, which will lower your Evo points and therefore hurt the lobby. Imagine making a challenge just to steal other people's secrets. You know, some people probably would do that. Some people probably would do that. I won't do it. I do these things to share secrets, not to make or hide them. But yeah, I can totally see that, Crow. People do that.
Give me all
for
your
a video game, I just don't get it.
Wahahaha.
You're back. I hear somebody's back. You back, Danny?
I've been back, buddy.
Oh, sorry.
That's
I've
all
been
good.
hogging the mic, hogging it.
Yeah, this is turning out to be the Max the Gamer stream. He's stealing my thunder.
Wait, I'm the thunder, man. You're the lightning.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. He's stealing my lightning.
Thunder's coming before lightning this time, huh?
Appears to be. Definitely appears to be this time, and that's okay. I look at this as both of our streams, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I appreciate you letting me come on here every Friday to do this.
Oh, yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
It is. It is. We enjoy this more than you guys, probably.
Yeah, we're going to talk about everything while everybody else is just watching and typing, right?
Yeah.
So.
You guys are like click, click, click on the keyboard, and we're like blah, 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 blah. Top 5 lobby advantage and disadvantage. The problem with that is it wouldn't really work that way. It depends on the upgrades on the car and the tune. Some cars generate lobby advantage at certain level of tune. Other cars have it naturally, so it's real hard to break that down into a video. It's not that I wouldn't want to, but it's hard. So as you can see, 649, 1741, leveraging the top 2 stage 6, puts you in the 11.0 dyno. That is actually pretty competitive for this car. I would think it wouldn't be a tough lobby for you to be competitive in. You just have to leverage the right parts when you build a live racing car. Crispin, hello. I kind of have a crappy method for organizing my garage, but I just put all the tier 5 cars, and then I go to the tier 4, then to the tier 3. Then I have my favorite cars in the first 2 or 3 garages. That's kind of all I do. I mean, Max probably has a little bit of a system as well, but mine's just real basic. It's too much of a pain to really keep stuff organized, in my opinion. I just, for this account, I just organized it by tier, and I kind of forgot to finish doing it. Remember, I couldn't find my one car, and ended up polling 15. Yeah, that was this account. That's what I get for forgetting. Don Jose, whichever car you have that's available to use in the current showdown, just use the fastest one that you have. Whichever one runs the fastest is the one you should be using, okay? Unless you have a faster one and you want to put the parts and the cash into it to upgrade it. But all that Showdown really looks at is how fast your car is, and that's about it. So if you have the fastest car that's allowed in there and it's maxed out, you've got the advantage over pretty much everybody else who doesn't have that car maxed out. Now me, I just use the fastest thing I have. I don't upgrade cars just for showdowns. I'm stingy with my game cash, so...
This guy just raised 150k against the Avant.
The only time you'll see a Mini and a Chiron on the same place.
Raising 150k against the Avant's always a bad idea. I slowed down, so I gave it to him, but as you can see, I was easily pulling past him, and I had to downshift. Remember, this car beats Dyno by about 2 to 3 tenths. Okay, so it's not difficult to take somebody's money with it. Now, the reason I know why that guy raised the money is because that car here has, you know what, I'll try to raise him again in a minute, but this car here has a lobby advantage because of the low performance point high Evo, just like many other tier 5s that can actually be pretty successful in the slower lobbies. So that's why he was raising money. He figured, you know, he had a sure bet, but the truth is, you know, I'm actually running in a lobby that is slower than my actual dyno.
Ahmed, hey, what's up, buddy? Good to see ya. Thanks for stopping by the stream. It's definitely been a while. I'm doing all right. Hopefully you're doing good. But yeah, I mean, if you ever notice you've put some stage 3, stage 4 parts on a car, and you're like, hey, the Evo points are getting kind of high, more than likely, that's going to be a really good live racing car that's not going to beat dyno time. But it's still going to win for some reason. I mean, there's a handful of cars in the game that are just excellent at live. Some of them don't do as good once you upgrade them to stage 5 or to stage 6. I mean, like the Bugatti Bolide I have, it's what, like, I think there's one stage 4 part on it and the rest are stage 3. I mean, my Toyota Supra, I set that up on stage 4 parts. That little Fast and Furious Ford Escort I have, I think I set that on stage 4. I mean, if you can just find a lowly upgraded car with high Evo, it's usually really, really good for live racing and better than the Dyno Busters, honestly. Just for the fact that you won't constantly be pushed and pushed and pushed, and you won't have to reset your cars all the time.
Now notice I am racing other Avants in here, but some are doing worse, some are doing better. That's standard because I'm leveraging the strongest 2 stage 6. Remember, my dyno is a 11006. These guys may be running a similar level of performance points, maybe a little bit lower Evo points, dynoing about the same, but they are at a disadvantage. This is what I always talk about, lobby advantage. So, you know, it's just the way matchmaking works, and you want to leverage the strongest time-reducing parts and not lose Evo points in the setup. Now, to get high Evo points, you need, first of all, fusions, right? You need the right fusions, and then you leverage the parts that doesn't do a drop in the points. Let me, I don't want to take up too much time here because Danny needs to talk too, but let me just show you what happens when you put certain parts in. It adds a lot of this, and it actually reduces that. That's what hurts you. You don't want that when you're building a live racer. Now you can retune it sometimes and get it back, but it's tricky. At some level of upgrades, the points will just keep going down at that point, no matter how much you tune. Okay, so depend on the car. All right, thanks, Danny.
Sure. Crow, buddy, thank you for answering some questions. Unfortunately, we can't see all the comments. I mean, they go so fast. It's hard to keep up with everybody. I noticed the Crow's been in here answering a couple questions. That's very nice of you, buddy. Thank you so much.
He's a fountain of knowledge.
Yep.
I mean, you know, I know people always say we know a lot, but that man right there is a fountain of knowledge as well. So, you know, you guys are very fortunate that he decided to join us for this live stream. Let me see. Are there questions?
If you guys aren't on the Reddit page, you might want to go check it out. I'll tell you that much. There's a lot of good stuff over there.
Yep. constantly updated. Always good with the new info. Definitely worth joining.
Smoking the Charger said he's been answering questions too, so thank you. Very nice of you guys.
Yep. We can always use the help because there's a lot going on in the chat and it's hard to read everything fast enough.
All right, Alex says, should I use my SCC to Atara or my 675 LT for Tempest 3? Well,
765 LT, right.
Are either of them, do you have parts for either of these cars? How fast are they? Okay. If you already have one that's fast enough to beat it, lock it on in, right? My thing is always don't lock a car in until you're sure it's fast enough to win, because let's just say you locked one in and you're like, oh, I'll get the parts I need for it later, and the next thing you know, you get parts for another car that's now it's more than fast enough, and then you're gonna have to waste your gold to change cars. So
right, and when in doubt, always rely on a car you can get fusions for.
Yes.
Always. So in my opinion, unless you're sitting on a ton of, SSC fusions, your best bet is the McLaren, because you can get fusions for that car.
You're probably going to need quite a few stage 6 for that McLaren as well. So I don't know if you have any parts for those cars. I always suggest people to use the Lamborghini Huracans, okay? You can strip them, you can buy and strip Huracans, and when you strip those, they're going to drop fusion parts and stage 6 parts. And I think there's like 3 different Huracans that those stage 6 parts fit on, and I'm pretty sure all 3 of those Huracans will beat. You got the one with the shark face, you got the regular Huracan, and then you got the what is that, an LB?
LB, the Liberty Walk one.
Yeah, all 3 of those should be able to do Tempest no problem. So if you have one of those, that's always a really good choice. They will need to be pretty close to maxed out though. You will need almost all the parts.
Yep. Well, not fully maxed, but pretty built.
Yeah, pretty darn close.
And also the GR Supra is a good choice, as the Crow just mentioned.
Yes. That Supra is really nice.
That Supra is real nice, but you need some elite upgrades to hit under 9.1, even fully maxed. So keep that in mind. You need at least enough extra fusion slots to make it under 8.9 to be safe.
Yeah.
All right, so somebody asked some about league tickets. That's why I put it on this screen and left it. Let me try to scroll back to that. Where do we get league tickets, I think was the question, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You get them... Sorry, I'm going hoarse here because I'm talking too much. Anyway. You get the league tickets from... once you get the leagues, first of all, you got to have this. Not everybody has it yet. I get asked that a lot. Some players have it, others won't. If you have it, you have to, every 6 days or so, succeed in placing high enough that you're in the top 6 so that you can advance. By advancing, you will win the tickets from that league level, which initially is only 5. And then if you win that league level, you move up to the next one. And then the next time you win, you should get 10. Okay, now I got screwed the first time because I was in novice, I was in 6th place, and it didn't advance me, but they did give me the 5 tickets anyway because they realized it was a problem. So that's why I have 10 tickets. I've won novice league twice. But if you don't advance at all, I'm not sure you get any tickets. So it could be that you could play this for weeks without getting any tickets. I don't know what happens to people that don't advance, because I didn't get any tickets when I didn't advance initially. I only got the tickets because Natural Motion screwed up and then rewarded me for it anyway. Okay, just so you know that you may get 0 tickets for a long time if you never get out of Novice League.
Bosco's using the Dirty 30. You know, I should level mine up. I have all the stage 6 parts for that car, but I've never had a reason to level it.
That car used to be really good in live because it's a dyno buster, but man, now with the new matchmaking, it just doesn't work. can you get in my league? If you don't advance, you too can be a novice. I just got the skill this time. You probably should be in advance, right, Crow? You should be in advanced league now, because it's week number 3, and the guys that always advanced are in advanced. How nice. That makes sense. So, and I tell you, 2,200 points. I saw a novice league had 40,000 points. Novice. Luck of the draw. So, if you end up in the novice league with the crazy guy that sits there with his boost for hours at a time, you're gonna have a rough time getting to top 6.
Oh man.
Bosco, advanced flex, thanks.
Jay Carroll says, Danny, what stage 6 parts do I need on the Boxster to beat the 130 speed trap on Tempest 3 Tier 2? Buddy, I used to have a chart that somebody made a chart, and I don't know if this thing's still around. I can't find it anymore. And it walked you through exactly what parts to put on what. You don't have a video for that, do you, Max?
I have a really convoluted long video that includes the Boxster and 3 other cars for Tempest 3 Tier 2. If you're patient enough to search through it, I'm sure I mentioned it all in there somewhere. But since I have the Boxster here, let's take a look at... So he's looking for... What's the limit? What's the performance point limit on it?
He's just saying the 130 mile per hour speed trap. So,
hold
Jay,
on. I got
can
the
you
cheat sheet here. Let me pull out my grungy looking cheat sheet.
But yeah, I had linked that sheet on some of my videos, and one day the link stopped working. So whoever put them up eventually erased them, which was a bummer.
All right, so that's a 447 performance point, which is exactly what I have.
Sweet.
I must have been testing this for somebody before.
All right.
All right, hold on. Let's go back and look at the parts.
That's going to make this easy.
Yeah, that made it easy. All right, so I left body off, okay, in this case. In order to make speed traps, you definitely want nitrous. Nitrous is really big for this car to make speed traps. Engine stock, transmission never put S6, so these two are never needed. You don't need body for this. You probably could switch body for tire and get the same effect. But let's go ahead and see if we can get that 130.
Do you have the engine stock on this one, Max?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Engine stock, transmission S5 only.
Never ever put the stage 6 transmission on this car. It slows it down for some reason. And the engine, don't upgrade your engine at all. Always leave the engine on stock on this car. Both of those parts, for some reason, slow it down. So even if your goal is to max the car out, you still want stock engine, stage 5 transmission, guys. It's a weird car. And I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab some water.
All right, so you can see it's already 137 mile per hour on the dyno, which means it'll definitely make it, right? So let's go drop off another stage 6. What I guess my question to you then is, what stage 6s are you missing? That is more the test here than what stage 6s I have. Because if you're missing, for example, I'm pretty sure if I take turbo off and possibly even tire, it's not going to totally kill my mile per hour. It'll hurt it for sure, but we may be able to still get a decent mile per hour out of it. Let's see. All right, now it says 129, which is still right there. You can hit 130 on 129. In fact, let's do it. So really you need nitrous. That's the key stage 6 for this, because guys without nitrous can't do the speed trap real well. That's what really hurts on this car, is if you don't have nitrous. And basically if you have nitrous and it's still going, you will push past that. Oh, I screwed up. Use it really late. That's the other part. You can't be off nitrous, it'll start decelerating. So I would have lost that one. Let me do that again. So basically use nitrous in the last gear to push it through. So if you have even shorter duration nitrous, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to want to make sure the nitrous does not run out prior to the very end here. So as long as the nitrous runs out at the very, very end, you will always be able to push this car a little bit over on the mile per hour. There's 137 for you. Okay? And that is using basically just nitrous stage 6. I mean, that's really all I'm really using at this point. Right? Let me see. Yep. So that's one stage 6 only, nitrous. Okay, now fusions change things too. If you don't have the right amount of fusions, then it's very hard for us to tell you much because it becomes very complicated. Now, let's say you have some of these guys, okay, and again, we want 447. Let's just throw in turbo. That's 447. That should also do it, but you notice it'll actually be harder because this time nitrous is going to have a really short duration, or it's not going to be very strong. You can maybe get away with 3.0, but not much more than that, and that will still do over 130. Okay?
Yeah, you do need pretty much the majority of the fusion parts to make it work.
Yeah, I think Danny, where people really get stuck on this is for the 140 mile per hour. If you don't have nitrous, even though it says 138 here, it actually is a hard push to get that through. So yeah, nitrous at 6 is pretty important.
I had a really hard time doing that. So the other option for some people is if you don't quite have enough parts, you might have another tier 2 car that has a, can do the speed traps better. And you could always switch and switch back, but it kind of sucks wasting your gold. But I know a lot of people end up doing that on the tier 3 one, or the Tempest 3. They're like, well, my car's not really maxed out, and it's always, usually if it's not, it's going to struggle with something. So a lot of people do end up changing once or twice just to beat a speed trap or a sprint race.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're correct, Comet. It's 459 at the optimal setting with everything in, because you're always going to leave engine stock and you're going to leave transmission at S5. And in fact, I save my Porsche fusions from S6 trans, even though I have it, because every fusion counts.
Ah, Cooper, yeah. Finn's car is one of the best little tier 2 cars out there. I love that thing.
So is this thing. This thing's good too.
Oh, you opened the hood. I mean the trunk.
The boot. I opened the boot.
The boot?
It's British car, so you got to use the boot, right?
That is a cool little car.
The boot? Anybody here actually English that can confirm that? Driving is a pain. I don't know. I mean, it's not a terrible car. It's pretty good.
I don't remember it being too bad. I haven't driven it since I got it, but I mean, I used it for a Prestige Cup or something, and I haven't messed with it since. That's a cool little car too, right there.
This one actually does Tempest 3 Tier 2 as well. I had my doubts initially, but it turned out it was pretty good. That's because the crazy fast shifts, right? You guys get that weird shift pattern with it. It's not a bad car. It is a little difficult to drive, though. Yeah, this is
Maddie Volkswagen says, yes, it's called the boot.
Yes, the boot.
I really like that little A110. Yeah, that thing right there, that Miata. Woo! That's an awesome one.
This is one of the ones that'll beat Tempest 3 Tier 2 without stage 6s. So this is the stage 5 only car that can beat it.
Only problem is Mazda parts aren't always easy to get for everybody.
No, very hard actually. Thankfully, this is a Tier 2 car, but even then, remember you got to save for that Tier 1 POS first. So
one thing I always tell people when there's Mazda crates available, you might want to spend a few keys on those and pull some Mazda parts, because especially if you haven't made it to Tempest 3 yet, Alright, you're going to be required to use a Mazda Miata. Not this one, but there's a Tier 1 Mazda Miata they give you for free. And they force you to use it. They force you to use that thing. And a lot of people get stuck because they get there and the car pops up and they have no parts to put in it. So they got to wait till they get parts before they can finish Tempest 3 Tier 1.
It should be here somewhere.
That's a bummer when that happens. I know that happens to a lot of people, actually.
A lot. In fact, it is probably the most frustrating one for everybody because of how annoying this car is right here.
Comment, do you know how to reset your cars? Just run slower than dyno time for several races and that will reset your car back into a different lobby. That's all you really got to do. How many depends on how far you've been pushed, I guess.
You know, because of this car, I actually hate Jerry. Okay? He gave it to you for free, like, here's a gift for you. And I'm like, this thing sucks, Jerry. What the hell were you thinking? So, yeah, I hate this car. I was so traumatized running this car through Tempest, I never used it for anything else again. I just hated it after that. So, yeah, I mean, it's not a bad looking little car. In real life, I would own one, but man, after running through Tempest with it, never again.
They're too small. My uncle used to have one of those. He loved it. He used to say, I want to be buried in this car. he used to really say that. We kind of believed him. He loved that little Miata.
Well, that's true, Crow. If I got a free Toyota 86, that would be even more salty. That would be true.
I like those little 86s, though.
They, in real life, again, they're cool little cars. I've seen a Rocket Bunny one on the highway.
Oh,
and
nice.
It looks really good.
Wait, I thought you're... Oh, wait, you got more accounts than one. Never mind. That's like pea green right there.
Yeah, this is my second account, Bachmano. And I like it.
That.
I love this little car.
That's a neat color. Yeah, those monos are sweet, guys. Yeah, we got one of those monos set up with a really weird tune, too, with only a couple, hardly any upgrades on it.
Oh, yeah. I like cars that don't need much upgrades because that means you don't have to invest in parts.
Yeah. It's good that one didn't need many because that's not easy to get parts for. A snail. Aclavia says, imagine getting a snail for Tempest 4. Who would win, the boss or the snail? I would imagine the boss, buddy. You know, I really do like that little Toyota 86, though, the boss car.
Oh, the Rocket Bunny one?
Yeah, the little 86 Rocket Bunny. I love that thing.
KJ's Rocket Bunny.
I don't really race it too much, but I like it. It's such a nice looking car. And it does pretty decent at live racing, too. It doesn't make it quite as much RP as I would like, but it's not a bad little car.
It's a good little car. Yep. For a boss car, it actually was half decent. So
yeah.
All right. So yeah,
one of the first boss cars you get too. So
that's the boss car most people missed. If I were to take a poll of how many people actually didn't get that boss car, I bet you a large chunk of player base doesn't have it, unless they started a second account like I did. Because I don't have that car on my main account. So, you know?
Yeah, the Mazda Rocket Bunny, the Miata Rocket Bunny is really good.
Yeah, because when you first start the game, that's the first boss car you run across, and you're like, I could take him. He just talks a lot of smack, and then boom, you lose. And then they go, oh, no chance to go for that car again. I'm like, what? That's because you didn't buy the Super Nitrous. You failed at beating CSR2 boss. I'm going, uh-huh. Right. So next time I just built the car more. But yeah, that was a lesson I learned.
Yeah, I remember when the Super Nitrous thing popped up, I was so nervous. I was like, oh no, do I need to buy this? I don't have $2 or something. I can't spend $2.
$2 too much.
I'm not spending $2 on this. I don't even know what it is or what it does, but do I need it? I was like, oh crap, I'm just gonna go run the race anyway, and then I won. I was like, oh, thank God I didn't need that, you know.
Yeah, I actually, like I said, I bought Super Nitrous probably 3-4 times when I first started, and and I did it at tier 4 for Victor, because at the time, you know, you get to tier 4 is usually when you're out of money, out of resources, and you get this guy Victor talking so much smack that you want to smack him across the face. And you're like, I want to beat this guy. Yeah, I'll pay for Super Nitrous. Yeah. So, and I did, and they gave me a tier 2 WRX in place of the tier 4 that I was planning to use. And with Super Nitrous, it's still lost. So
that's a bummer. If
yeah,
you buy the Super Nitrous, you should be guaranteed the win. I'll tell you that much.
It should. I think it knocks almost like a half a second off of the time.
That darn car should be drive by itself for the $2 or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Ryan,
just give me the car.
Ryan, have a good one. We'll catch you later, bud. Thanks for stopping by.
All right, so I wanted to answer Cooper's question. Cooper Ferguson asked, his RS6 Avant only does 1.6 0 to 60 with 4 S6s. Why is he not able to beat it? You need the specific minimum of these two, plus that, and possibly 1 or 2 more in order to get that 1.3 0 to 60. Otherwise, even if you had, for example, 1, 2 and no nitrous or no body, you don't have the strong enough stage 6s to pull it off. That's the problem. So it's really part dependent, like every car in the game. The right stage 6 can do a lot, and the wrong one will do almost nothing.
Comment War is telling somebody don't. Oops. Don't what? Let's see. Are you saying don't finish Tempest? I would finish it. Alright, LOL is back. Welcome back, buddy.
Speaking of KJ, here it is.
Yeah, that thing is beautiful. That'd be kind of... Do you have yours maxed out?
I have it pretty maxed out. You can see I have new Toyota Fusions from the Supra that I haven't put in. But at the time, the thing about this car is it's a dyno beater. So I had no problem with using it. And I actually leveraged it, I think, to beat the tier 3 boss. And then, you know, that's how I won Ashley's car, basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because it'll dyno 11.9 here, but if you use nitrous immediately on this car, it'll shave about 2-3 tenths off of its time. So it's again, you know, a dyno beating car. It's actually kind of fun at one point to use in live until they changed it.
Whoa, Comet Warrior said that's horrendous to look at. Are you talking about this car, buddy? I think this thing looks amazing. I guess he doesn't like the 86s, huh?
What's horrendous to look at is the stock one. No, I like it. I think it's not a bad car. Yeah, see, 11.6 on the 11.9 dyno.
Man, I would be a happy camper if that car was sitting in my driveway.
Left the street. Oh yeah, talking about your elite license mistakes, right? He's like, it's your elite. What's wrong with you? Hold on, let me look at my elite license. That's actually something we could laugh at. Hold on, let me see.
Oh, I did all the wrong cars on mine for the most part.
When you're desperate.
Yep.
Desperate time require desperate measures.
When you're like, man, I just want to get through it now, you just pick stuff and...
I deleted shacks too, man. You're really gonna hate me now.
I deleted my shacks as well. I didn't know any better at the time. I didn't understand what the RP bonus was. I was just like, well, I need to get through this. You know what I mean?
And this is, mind you, this was my second account, so I was really just doing this account at the time to redo Tempest videos. So I rushed through everything. Okay, Shax's Agera was ready. It's getting elite. because my other car wasn't going to be used for Elite. I had to use it for the event. So yeah, I got shacks in there. I got the Velociter Turbo. Woo! RS6. This was like a no star RS6 at that. The only good choice I made was this one at the time. But yeah, pretty bad. Pretty bad.
I'll show you guys mine when Max is done showing his.
Are we not laughing at mine yet? Can we move on? Now, you know, Tempest 3, even Tempest 3, my choices were kind of iffy, but that's because, again, what I had available, I just went with it. So this was a good choice. That worked out. Out of this one, this was a good choice. That was kind of a bad choice, but this actually worked out. So yeah, I wasted most of the opportunities. You know, yeah, by Tempest 3, I actually had enough cars to select something half decent. All right, let's take a look at Danny's. I wanted to laugh at his instead of mine.
All right, so I use the regular Toyota 86, which is, well, I would never live race that thing in my life. I got the RS5 Coupe, not really a good choice. I got the Shax car, definitely not a good choice. I got the Audi TT, not so great. You know, we got the Jaguar F-Type, not so great either. So, license 1's pretty bad choices overall. License 2, we got the little Aberith. Now, the Aberith is a cool little car, so I don't regret leading that one. Even though I don't use it much, it's still a cool car. All right, the Mustang.
That's a very good little car.
Mustang GT, whatever. I upgraded a Huracan Coupe. I never live raced any of these things, so terrible. WRX STI, terrible live racer, and the ACS 8. All right. So these four right here, not so good of choices at all. I would never live race any of these, honestly. Now, the little Aberith, every once in a while I do bring that out and do some live racing because it's fun. So it's a cool little guy. And then finally, all right, Golf GTI. I think that one has 0 stars. So that was the wrong car to upgrade. The SRT Hellcats. Whatever, you know, I guess. The F12 Berlinetta, terrible live racing car. Now, the bottom two were actually really good choices because Finn's Little Exige 350, awesome live racer, plus it's got purple stars, so it makes nice respect points. Then we got the Ferrari F40, which is a live racing machine right there, so that gets extra points when I live race it. So yeah, I had a couple good ones. Not all my choices were bad.
I did okay on my main account. I mean, you know, I didn't really try too hard on second account, but yeah, you kind of work with what you got at the time too. Some of us didn't have the cars. I mean, I would have loved to have had the F1, but I just, you know, I don't have it, so not a whole lot of choices there.
Yeah, I didn't really understand how important like getting RP was and stuff at first, you know. So I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna use whatever car I have that's fast enough to get through it, and that's pretty much what I did, you know. Was not the greatest choice, but hey, is what it is now, right?
Well, Tempest 4, we're gonna be more careful. So
yes, Tempest 4, I'm gonna make sure everything I elite is awesome. I don't know if I'm going to elite the Supra or if I'm going to elite the Sesto Elemento, or I guess the McLaren F1 is definitely a good choice, but I'm not sure I want to do the F1 because I don't really like it. But it does get more RP than pretty much any car in the game, so I mean, it's probably the best choice if earning the most RP possible is your idea of a good thing.
Now, in my defense, Crow, KJ's Toyota was beating up Tier 1 GTIs for the longest time in the Max GTI lobby. That's the reason I elited that car. But then they changed the matchmaking, and then I was screwed from there. But for the longest time, I was able to beat up Tier 1 GTIs with it. Part of the reason why I bothered to actually elite it. Made me decent amount of money, actually.
Hey, Terra Road buddy, what's up, man? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping over on the CSR channel today. But yeah, if I had it all to do over with, I think I would have eluded a lot of different cars.
Yeah, well, I mean, don't forget, when Tempest became available for me, and for many of the players that have been around a while, the F1 wasn't even available yet. So, the Velociter was a desperate measure kind of thing. I really wanted to get that, you know, because at the time I didn't have any Tier 1 cars of worth except for the GTI, which I saved for the event. So I deleted the Velociter because desperate times require desperate measures.
Yeah, I had two GTIs, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to elite one of those.
We always talk about impatience and making making mistakes. So when you're impatient, you just make mistakes like that.
Carlos found my video about what not to do about a week after he made some bad decisions. You know, it figures that's kind of how it goes, right? Could be worse, I guess.
Girl has Jackson Gary elite too.
Yeah, I think a lot of us eluded that thing, honestly.
You know why? It's probably the first Tier 5 we had available that could actually get through that license. So, imagine back then, what do we have access to? You want to save your Huracan for the event. So, the only thing you got left was Shaxx Zagara.
I actually thought it was supposed to be really good.
Oh, it definitely set us up.
Oh, I was like, oh, it's got purple stars. Woo! Check that out. This must be awesome.
The intro. Remember the intro? How cool the car looked taking off? You're like, that's got to be the fastest car in the game, man. It's in the intro.
Yep.
And I want it. And you finally get it, and you're like, damn, this thing sucks.
I was very disappointed with it. Once I realized what it really was.
You know, it was bad. It was bad. So. Which, are you doing the showdown?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, cool.
Just racing a few showdowns. Comet says for Tempest 3, he was a pro. I keep losing, man. Everybody's kicking my butt today on the showdowns. My little Evora is not doing so well against these Tier 5 cars.
You didn't build a Porsche for the Prestige Cup? You should have a decently running Porsche at this point.
You might be right.
Go check your GT3 RS, because mine ended up being maxed because it was already so close. I just pulled some keys, got the last two stage 6s, because I already built it pretty far on the Prestige Cup.
I actually thought that was a Tier 4 Porsche in there. See, guys, I'm too lazy to look at things sometimes. Let's go check that out. You're probably right.
You're kidding yourself, man. Oh, you beat the Nissan Nismo, though.
Sure did. So far, I've beat every one of those I've raced today, so my guess is a lot of people don't have enough stage 6 for that car yet, you know?
No, because that car is 10.5 something fully maxed, and you're running 10.4. You can't lose to it.
I don't remember how to shift the Porsche. I forget so fast.
Nitrous second. First gear, about 8K shift, nitrous second, and then deep good shifts.
Oh, okay,
it's only going to use
cool.
4 gears. So you're not going to... It's actually a very easy car to use.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Go
I drove
take that
all...
up. It should be at least in the 9s.
I'm not sure what it's running. It actually has less Evo points than my Evora. That's why I just looked for the car with the highest Evo, and I was like, that one.
Now you need to go back and look at that car. Maybe retune it too. I know it's not a super high Evo car. Oh no, that's actually pretty good. You're fully maxed, man. Just missing some fusions.
1341. See, look, this one's got 1500 Evo. That one's got 1300. So that's
yeah,
why.
But that's a tier 5 714. That's gonna run at least 9s.
Corey Carson, thank you, buddy. I really appreciate that. All right, let's try this one. All right, so let's try this Porsche. Let's see what it does. Good call, Max. I was too stupid to really pay attention to what I was doing on this one, so.
You could be in the 1400s range if you have a decently built Porsche. So, let's see. You should definitely not be losing for the next few races. Nitrous, you let it bounce gear. You don't want to bounce that second gear.
Yeah, I know. I messed
AK.
it up.
Yeah, but
I
still,
won, though.
Wow, you got somebody raging in first gear. Look at that. I hate you.
Someone's like, ah, it's Danny Lightning.
I got that Danny Lightning guy. Screw him. I'm going to go in first gear. I mean, that's really first gear. I mean, he stopped. He stopped. Now he's back to first gear. I want to be featured for a long time on his live show. Oh, he disconnected. Okay. All right. All right. In his defense, he might have actually disconnected.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Some people try and slow like that to disconnect on purpose, and at that point,
I've had a few already. Usually, it's you know, a lot of new guys think that somehow this is like an unfair matchmaking thing.
Yeah.
Oh, why did they throw me against that? Well, you know, you gotta understand how this thing works. So, but yeah, that poor guy disconnected, I guess. You can't lose to this Nissan. If you do, I lose all respect for you.
Dang, he was really slow too, man.
It's the first gear against Danny Lightning Day. Today, we shall race Danny in first gear. That's probably just a slowly upgraded Nissan. They're pretty slow.
All right, 9.1.
6.6. That thing's got to be stock.
It might be.
How did he even make it at 800 with the stock one? Oh, you know what he probably did? I bet I do this all the time. You go back to lobby, right? Your garage, and you pick the different car for something else.
Poop sandwiches.
Oh, crash.
Poop sandwiches.
You want to switch back to my screen? I'll go run a few. I'll run a few.
All right, we'll go ahead and change back to Max again.
Yeah, we'll switch back to you once you boot back up.
Since I got the crappity crash.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. Oh, and you gotta love this, right? The boost car is never the best car because, God forbid, we win all the time with a boost car. So when you get into leagues, you'll find that you will be given the boost car, which gives more points, but it's never the fastest car. And in fact, this was something they changed on purpose. I refuse to pay 50 gold for boost.
Yeah. Especially if it's slow.
I will race without boost and win.
Especially if it's slow.
Yeah, exactly. And especially since I haven't built them. I can't get out of my own way with those cars. All right. I think my opponents are not going to be easy because I am pretty far along in this.
Let's see. I think I have all of the stage 6 parts in this Porsche, if I remember correctly. Let me see. It looks like I still have
714. You have fully maxed.
Oh, you know what? I don't have any pink. I did not install any pink fusions in this car. I only put the blue and the greens in this one. And I left the pinks out just because I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to, you know, save some of these pink parts. If I don't need them, I'm not going to put them in just for a Prestige Cup.
Hey, I'm at 7th place again, as always. Usually by the last day, I'll squeeze up to 6th place, and then they deny me the advancement. So, yeah, not every... Oh, now I crashed. Woohoo! Taking turns crashing out of Showdown. Back to you, Danny.
Oh, yeah, I don't have Forza, guys. All right, so yeah, I mean, I got like... I might have put like 1 or 2 pink parts in this thing, but for the most part, I was like, I ain't installing none of those pink parts. It looks like I did throw a couple in there, but I wanted to conserve those.
Stability tests. Yeah, very stable.
I wanted
must
to
say.
conserve those for another car at some point in time. You know.
Yeah, they're much better Porsches than this one.
Yes.
So
Cool car,
Yeah.
but I actually like it. But it's not one of the better cars in the game.
who the hell's Lau? Stay top 6 or Lau will get mad. Who the hell's Lau?
I don't know.
Top War Battle game. There's a guy named Lau that gets mad.
I've never heard of Top War Battle. All right, so we're getting close to getting these sub-hunter tokens. I love the tokens, guys. Give me more tokens.
Comment's like, my alt got the league, not my main. Guess what? Comment, same for me.
I
My
wish
main
I could have
account
got
did
it.
not get it.
I wish I could have got it so I can make a nice video for y'all, but nope. They're like, we ain't giving it to that Danny Lightning guy.
Yeah, I think the only reason I got it is because I have so many accounts. They didn't realize it's one of my accounts. Oh, he's not that. Oh, he is that YouTuber. Damn it. We already gave it to him. We can't take it back. So, there you go.
A lot of people are freaking out because this car loses top speed at the end. So, just in case you guys didn't know, on some cars, nitrous will boost the car's top speed. And when the nitrous wears off, you lose a few miles per hour. So if your
Yep.
car is doing that, as long as you got your tune right, don't worry about it. Some cars just do that, guys. Now, on some cars, that might be a bad thing, but, you know, on this car in particular, that's just how it runs according to the current upgrade and tune. Aw, crap. I'm about to get smoked. I'm about to get smoked.
Stay in fourth.
Yeah. Wait, fourth?
Fourth. Stay in fourth. No, well, your tune must be different because you're going into fifth to top out. You might be faster if you actually... Oh, wait, you don't have Epic Fusions. You have a different tune.
Yeah. Actually, my tune's quite different than what it would be if I had it maxed out. 9.0. I can't believe I beat it. I was expecting to get destroyed by that guy.
His is not fully maxed either, so it kind of works
Yeah.
out. Oh, of course, 994 trophies. We can't give you 1,000. That'll be too nice. No. You have to lose the next race and then race 5 more times before we let you to 1,000.
That Dirty 30 is a really fast car. If you put all the parts onto it. I can't
That
remember.
just looks cool. I like that car.
It does look cool, actually.
Yeah. So you might want to revisit your tune to see if fourth gear tuning might be better for you, Danny.
This seemed to give me the fastest time without the pinks installed.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah, I
'cause-
mean, I could probably mess with it a little bit, but
It's worth a shot, but Buddha, the reason why it loses speed is because it's one of those cars with a lot of grip versus acceleration, and once you're off nitrous, the car doesn't have enough push in a sense, so it starts losing. The Huracan Coupe does the same thing, and I think 1 or 2 other cars in the game also does that, so it's not an uncommon thing with the way this game designs some cars.
all right, we got Porsche on Porsche action right here. Who's gonna win? Hopefully the banana. Go banana, go banana, go banana, go. Wait, 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4, 5 banana, 6 banana, 7 banana more. Do you guys remember that show called The Banana Splits? I think when
No.
I was a little kid, they used to make us watch that back in school. 9.2 that time. It's actually faster if I hit nitrous on 3rd gear instead of the 2nd, with the way I got the car tuned right now.
I don't know. I mean, again, you have to look at your tune before we can really know for
Yeah.
sure. You know,
I don't think I
the Glavia-
retuned it after I added some stage 6 parts to it. I don't think I retuned it afterwards, so
you should tweak it. I think maybe fourth gear setup may do better or as good, if not better.
after this race, we'll go play with the tune.
Speaking of getting close to a solid number, right? Last night I tried some showdown, and every 100 that I reached that was supposed to be a milestone, it'll end at the 9xx. Like, you know, so starting from 400 on, it was like 499, 598, 694, 7, and I'm just going, oh my god, you just couldn't give me the 700 directly, right? And then, of course, by the time you get to 1200 to 1300, that's when 1299 means you're guaranteed a match to somebody who's going to beat you. So I was so frustrated, I just quit playing last night and just decided to take a break. I was like, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with this. So, and I'm sure a lot of people go through the same thing.
All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and reset the tune completely. Now, when I retune a car, I love to reset it back to scratch. So on this car, I think usually the first thing I tuned were the tires. And I believe once this gets to 8 psi, the points get the highest. So I've got 1185. Let me go ahead and reset that. Now I'm going to try my transmission and see if this gives me more. Oh, okay.
There you go, fourth gear, I'm telling you.
1187. Let's try that. We'll do the transmission first on this one. It's giving me just a few more.
That's
Evo.
still fifth gear tune.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's because of the. Missing parts.
That's probably true. Yep.
So what I'm gonna do is get the highest Evo possible here. Now I'll go back and see if I can tweak this a teeny bit. So we got 59. Oh, it went up a little bit. Okay, 60. All right, now it's going back down.
Yeah. So for your for your build, it looks like fifth gear might be the stronger setup.
Yeah, I think it is actually.
Yeah. Too long nitrous. Definitely short. Go all the way to the right. See what it gives you.
Wait, to the right?
I mean, that's the left. Your other left.
No, that's the right, buddy. This is the left.
So it does need a little longer duration. But not 11.8.
I mean, this seems to work the best up here.
Put it to 6.0. It looks like 6.2 might give you the highest. Can we get back to the elite license mistakes?
Alright, we'll keep it right about there. We got a dyno of a 9.2. It was at a 9.127 max. We just came in here and we ruined my tune. But actually, that does not actually mean that it might not run faster, because I did tweak it a little bit. So
what did you do with the tire? Did you
they're on 8 psi.
Okay.
All the way down on 8. Now, if I actually went and installed those pink fusion parts, I would probably have a very different tune on this car. So let's go do a couple more races and see how it drives now. Probably just about the same, actually. But yeah, I really just don't want to put the parts into this because I'd rather save them for some other type of car. Alright, back to the showdowns. See what happens. It's probably going to run about the same time, honestly. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference what we just did, but yeah, it's good to check that out. Because I think I did add 2 Stage 6 parts after the Prestige Cup ended, and I didn't tune the car afterwards, so sometimes you don't have to tune a car after adding parts, but most of the time you do.
Bosco's like, Danny, didn't you say that Max is very good at tuning cars? Yes, I am. I said left, right. So when I say left, it's right. When it's right, it's left, and I'm right. So there.
All right, what did we run? What did we run? There, I got a 9.3. That little tweak may or may not have worked in my favor.
I don't think it worked in your favor.
I don't think it did, actually.
No. No, might want to go back and revisit that. What did you... Did you save the other tune before you started changing?
Nope.
No.
Now, last time what I did is I tuned the tires first, then the transmission second, then the nitrous. I don't know. It's all good.
You probably want 0-100 tire first, and then just tune the transmission more aggressively from there. The Take King. The regular Huracan would work for Tempest 2 very well, actually, as long as you have enough upgrades. And I would also recommend you use the star version, not the no star version.
Yeah, it doesn't like this tune as much, so we're gonna go back and fix it. We'll go back and fix her on up. Or it's always possible it might not like one of the parts that I've recently installed too. That does happen sometimes.
Yep.
But
It
nonetheless,
gets crazy with this stuff. Wait,
Yeah.
the Silhouette Huracan is not good at 0 to 60? Really? I know it's not great, but it's not sucky either. Hold on. Let me take a look at this LB Silhouette. What are we trying to hit here? Can you guys tell me what the challenge is for the 0 to 60 for the Silhouette?
all right. 1292, 93, 95, 94, 95.
It's like, I really need to go to sleep. You know, I'm sitting here with a big cup of coffee just for this live stream, just so I stay awake.
Well, that was slightly better. That's about where I had it before, I think. So,
Yeah, that's pretty close to where you had it before, 9.219.
I mean, I might
But
be
you were
able to-
running 9.1s.
yeah, it does beat Dino. So, let's do a
there you
test
go.
run. Crow, if you need to go to sleep, buddy, go get your sleep. We don't want to keep you up, but it's awesome having you here.
Yeah, it's always great when we have someone in here that's very knowledgeable and can help answer questions and
Ah, crap! I buried
make
the
fun
needle.
of my elite license.
Yeah.
It's all about making fun of the elite license. Boy, that guy made some mistakes. What was he thinking?
That time I buried the needle, so I messed that one up. Yeah, tuning's a little bit of a pain. Sometimes you do got to play around with it.
Have you tried to put fourth gear to 250 range to see what the points end up being?
Well, we can give it a go.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Take a look. But, you know, if this is a good setup, make sure you save it before you start tweaking it again. Hey, more Helena Hitman guys here. All right.
Hello, hello, welcome, guys. All right, the crow's gonna stay. Now I'm running 9.3s, so I'm not really sure what I did to it.
All right, put it in fourth gear real quick. Let's try that out. So what you're gonna put fourth gear. Basically, you're gonna lower the final drive quite a bit. All right, there, too much. Oh, look at that. Boom,
Now
went up.
that's interesting. If you guys noticed, this doesn't usually happen. We lost a load of Evo, but we got a much better dyno time now. That's not normal. So now we're gonna really have to tweak this car. 9.042, where here we had 72. So we're actually going to tune this by dyno instead of Evo this time, okay? 15.
How good that?
215. So
oh, so you had a big
204.
difference from like a little bit of a notch move.
196. So we're going to find the exact perfect location to put this transmission here. 171. This is going to be interesting to see what the car does now. I bet it's going to drive really different. All right, 9.15.
Now you're going to stay in
go.
fourth gear like we were saying in the beginning.
Yeah, I should be able to stay in fourth now. I can try and tweak the nitrous a little bit. Is that better? 912. 14, nope. Alright, let's see what she does now. Alright, so I might have to drive this car slightly differently. So tuning is sometimes my normal tuning method works really well, but I see on this car it doesn't. This is one of those rare cars where something else makes a pretty big difference. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. I think I shifted into second a little bit too early on that one.
Too early, yeah. 8K. You want to shift into second around 8K and then nitrous and deep shift fourth gear.
Yeah, I messed that one up, but let's see what time we ran there. 9.1, okay. It's now faster at least. Whoops. Let me try and
Nah,
do
you
it.
haven't missed anything, man. We're right here
around.
talking about the Porsche at the moment.
We're just playing around with some tuning. Nice taking. He won 2 of those RS6s with my crazy key method. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, I messed that up as well.
Too early on the shift.
Whoops.
Yeah, you want deep good, but not
Yeah.
bounce the needle. It's a little tricky initially, but once you get the hang of it.
Now I got to figure out how to drive it again since it's changed.
All right, go back to the showdown, and that'll get you.
All right, yeah, we'll just go run some
Max
showdowns.
left the stream.
Who left?
Pro says key method. Max left the stream.
All right, let's go show it down, and yeah, something like that. Now I got to remember not to go out of fourth though, so I'm used to going into fifth or sixth. So now I'm gonna have to remember, don't change too many gears.
Yeah,
All
if you
right.
go into fifth, you'll slow down a lot. That's gonna kill the run.
But I like my banana. All right.
Danny's educating us on not to listen to Max tuning. Yes, tune to the left, right, right, to the left, right, to the right. No, to the left, right, right. That's right, right.
Left, 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 right, left. All right.
Nitrous second gear.
140. Oh man, we're not gonna get anybody. Oh. For a second, I thought that was LOL, but it's not. All right.
No, it's gonna be a killer too. When it takes that long to find somebody, that's a computer saying, "How do I screw this guy?"
I messed it all up.
Ah, too early, too late, too late, too early.
Whoa! I got him.
Oh! What's
All
this?
right.
What's this?
Hey, I messed it up, but it worked, right? 9.116. Yeah, this drive's really different now. So it's gonna take me probably 5-6 runs to get the hang of it. So don't make fun of me yet, okay? Let me get a feel for the way the car drives now, because it's a lot different. Well, I guess I should say a little different. There we go. All right. Did we beat Dino? Ooh, we got a 9.035. Not quite, but yeah. Much better. It's a little harder to beat Dino on this car. I think on stage 5 only it wasn't too bad, but on stage 6 it's a little harder to beat Dino on this one. Oh, Robert, thank you, buddy. I appreciate the support. Thank you for the donation. That's very nice of you. Very much appreciated. Corey, buddy, thank you, thank you. You guys are awesome. There we go. Now I got the hang of her. Oh, I wanted the 5th. I screwed it up. Man.
Debbie. Come on, man.
Uncle,
Come on.
thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Stop reading the donations and focus on the ships.
Oh my gosh, another one. DG, thank you, buddy.
That would have been a close race for you either way. That's a 9.021 that guy ran.
Oh, yeah. He'd have probably won anyway, so. Wow. Thank you, thank you. KD Live, buddy. Thank you so much. And KD, welcome to the stream. Alright, let's give this another go. You guys are awesome today. Thank you, thank you. Alright, here we go, here we go. Porsche versus Porsche. Who's gonna win?
I like that car in yellow, actually. It looks pretty good in yellow.
Oh, it sure does.
Yeah, I like it in orange too, but the yellow is definitely a sharp color.
I feel like the tune's a little bit off still, but
No, the tune's good. The tune is good.
I feel like a slight tweak might do something for it. Not really sure, but
Well, you can look at that run. Look at that, 9.029.
that was a good
There
one.
you go.
KD, buddy, thank you, thank you. That is awesome. All right.
Reminds me of Bumblebee.
Kind of does, actually.
Well, you know, a Porsche is just a muscled up VW bug. Yeah.
That's kind of true, actually. They're made by the same company, if you didn't know.
They are made by the same company, except Ferdinand Porsche will be rolling around in his grave if you said his car is the same as a VW bug.
I'll tell you what, once I owned the Volkswagen GTI and the spark plug wires went bad and I went to buy new ones. It was like $120 for a set of spark plug wires. I was like, darn, Volkswagen parts are expensive.
Porsche Purists will burn you for that quote. All right, Daddy, you better watch for the guys with the pitchforks and the torches. They're coming.
Oh, stop it. No.
Except you get a free show of Porsches because they're all going to come in their Porsche.
Yeah, Katie's over there going crazy with the donations, man. You are awesome, buddy. That is super nice of you. I appreciate that a lot.
Porsche owners are some diehards, that's for sure.
Datsu, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. I really like that blue color right there, though.
Oh, that kind of like a light blue?
Yes. I screwed up my shift on that one. That's all right, though.
Mr. Beast, is that you? If Mr. Beast comes to this, then you'll be turning around with 100,000 subscribers the next day.
Serenity, thank you. Uncle, thank you. All right, we got the donation war started. I really do appreciate you guys so much.
very
Santos,
generous of you
hello.
guys to
Corey,
help
thank
out.
you. If somebody donated and I missed it, I'm sorry. It's hard to keep up with. There's so many coming out of here. just like ding, 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 ding. And I'm like, oh, you guys are great. Oh, that dirty 30 destroyed me. That dirty 30 was.
He did you dirty, man.
He was dirty. That was a dirty, dirty 30.
He's a dirtbag 30.
A super dirty 30. Uncle, thank you. All right. I gotta try to say thank you every time. I feel bad if I don't. Corey, thank you. Oh no, it's another 30 dirty. We be riding
You're
dirty.
Going down.
We be
You're
riding
going down
dirty.
30. It does have a little bit of a phallic symbol.
Do it.
designed
No! Crap sandwiches.
Ah, you almost had him. No, you didn't. Well, it looked like you had him for a second.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get it, but unfortunately, no. That was still a pretty good run.
That was a good run. Well, you're starting to get to the trophy count where you're just gonna run into a wall. I mean, we all know that's gonna happen.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, if you guys don't know how the showdown works, every day you're gonna hit a wall. And when you hit the wall, it's best to stop and come back tomorrow if your goal is to collect as many trophies as possible. Once you hit the wall and you keep racing, there's a good chance you're just going to keep losing at that point until you burn through a whole lot of trophies. And that's never a good thing.
My helmet. What's wrong with my helmet? I like my helmet.
Got one.
Nice.
The hot rod is too strong. Do you guys remember that? Did you guys ever see the movie Hot Rod? That was actually pretty funny. Really dumb, but funny. Hey, that was a good one.
I've never actually seen that.
Oh, really? You should check it out if you get a chance. He's supposed to be a stuntman. It made me laugh. Not a lot of comedies actually make me laugh, but that one did. Hello, gamer. I'm not really sure what you mean about a link to my member thingy. If you're talking about becoming a channel member, it should be right next to the subscribe button. There should be a little button that says join right next to the subscribe button on my channel. Ah, crap. I went into the wrong gear. Faded away. What's up? Good to see ya.
Hey, more guys joining the stream. Welcome.
Thomas, I used to like to fish. I used to like to fish for bass. I don't know. I always enjoyed catching bass, but last time I went fishing, I caught a giant snapping turtle, and I had to cut the line because it must have been about, and I bet it was about a 20-inch snapping turtle. Like, I thought, I was like, man, I got something heavy. I was like, I can't believe it. This thing's a monster. And I start reeling it up, and I see this big flipper come out of the water, and I'm like, I caught Nessie. But it just ended up being a turtle. And I was like, well, I don't really want my finger to be taken off, so I had to cut the line. I felt bad, you know, cutting the line and leaving it there with the hook in it, but those snappers...
You're not getting the hook out of that thing.
Yeah, those snappers will get your fingers... They'll get your fingers off. It was a big one.
Wow, 5 a.m. Jeez.
Whoa, what happened there? I got a bad start or something.
Yeah, that happens too with the... I don't know how those... You know, I noticed the super start's not very super. You get a superstar half the time you lose.
5 a.m., buddy. I would be probably just waking up. Now, yesterday, not this morning. This morning I actually slept in till 6:30, I think. Or was that yesterday? I don't know. I can't keep track of my days, but one of these mornings I actually woke up at like 3 o'clock. Couldn't get back to sleep. Lately I get up between, 4:30 and 5:30 almost every morning.
See, we're the opposite.
Cram Dow, hello. You know what?
All right, Vic, have a good one.
All right, buddy, take it easy. It was good to see you. I pretty much love all 911s, guys. When it comes to Porsches, I love all of the 911s a lot. Except for the 911 RWB with the big old bookcase lawnmower handle spoiler. If they could have just put a different spoiler on that thing. Still a really cool car, though. Comet Warrior, I don't quite follow what you're saying there. Never say inch. Alright. This is gonna be a good one. Oh, I got him. Cool, cool.
So the field has moved a bit because you're pretty far up where I was encountering basically fully maxed cars when I was running through this trophy range earlier.
LOL, I don't believe there is a link for that. It's just right there on my YouTube channel, buddy. And I just posted a link to Maxthegamer's channel. If you guys haven't checked out Max, please click on that link and give Max some subscriptions. We would appreciate that a lot.
When I went to
I screwed it up. I still won. Good.
So anyway, when I went to the HPDE, all the instructors were driving Porsches.
Oh, really?
Yep. They almost every instructor at the track was driving a Porsche.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So Porsche owners tend to be real diehards when it comes to track use. Obviously, if the car's no good, all the instructors wouldn't be driving it, right?
True. I mean, Porsche does make a heck of a car. Yeah, the hackers that put the extra fusion parts in, I hate that, man. They make their car go way faster than it's possibly capable of going, and that's not cool. Anybody who's hacking or modding the game to get an advantage like that over other players, not cool, guys. Not cool. All right.
Now, Crow, you got a point there. I think they hide the number of races you've done in Showdown in the leagues because they really don't want people to realize how many they're doing. Because, 40 points a race, 40,000 points. You have to wonder, you can't win every single race. How did you get 40,000 points? How many races did you do?
10 million.
Tons.
Oh, somebody's here that says, Danny, Lightning just beat me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Actually, I did because, I wanted to win, but I apologize. Bosco says Porsche doesn't have the slogan driving at its finest for nothing. Good point.
Yes, but they're not the ultimate driving machine. Ha.
I feel like I have hit the wall, guys. I feel like I have hit the wall.
I think you might have reached that point for now.
So it might be time to stop.
Think about in leagues how frustrating it is to hit the wall, because then you get 7 points plus whatever bonus. It might be another 7 points if you're fully bonused per race. 14 points a shot trying to hit 40,000 points or 20 or whatever it is. This is why I think League, if it goes server wide and everybody gets it, it's going to drive a lot of people crazy because it really is just too time consuming.
Yeah, I'm definitely at the point where I'm losing a couple, then I get a win, then I get a couple losses, then I get a win. Usually when you hit that point, it's definitely time to stop. I'm just going to go ahead and finish out the gas, though, just to get some extra points here. Not some points,
Bosco, that's
but...
why I said it. I was poking at your Porsche slogan. Your Porsche is not the ultimate driving machine. Haha.
Oh. Well, cool, I got that one. It almost looked like he slowed down on purpose there. I wonder if someone just let me win that one. I'm not sure.
Congrats, Bunker Spy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Bosco. You drive a BMW in real life? Oh, I'm sorry. That is so painful to hear. I paid the BMW tax for many years. Believe me, I know how it is. Exactly, Crow. They give it to you one time like it's some kind of major gift. And then it's like 50 gold every time you boost. It lasts 3 hours. And if you really want to get somewhere on boost, you're not going to use it just once. You're going to be using it over and over and over. So just another way to burn up my gold. No thank you.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to go ahead and call this quits, and let's go see if I have I bet I have a daily battle waiting.
I like this. Would you prefer the Aston Martin Valkyrie wallet package or the Bugatti Slow Ride? Slow it. That's an interesting one. I do like the way the Aston Martin looks.
No,
okay?
I hit the next race button. I will.
Just do one more. It can't hurt.
Slow
What's
ride.
another 100 races?
Take it easy. I can't sing very well. My voice, like I've had kind of like a scratchy throat the last couple of days, so my singing's not great on the scratchy throats. Crap! I screwed it up. Oh well.
I'm telling you, getting those super starts never seem to help. Of course, shifting to 7th doesn't help either. But
all right. No, it doesn't, but I already lost, so I said, screw it, I'm just gonna shift like an idiot. Oh, look, he had 8.8. He would have destroyed me anyways.
Yeah, he was faster than you anyway.
He had all his pink parts installed.
I think there is a chance they may give us the Vanquish for free for the Supercar Science event, which... You know, the Vanquish is not great, but getting it for free, I guess, with stars, you can't complain too much.
I also expect to get that for free, so yeah, we'll probably get a free Vanquish. So if you don't already have one, that's pretty nice. Alright, let's see what we got on the daily battle, guys.
Alright, so LL's saying they will give us the Vanquish, which is fine. I'll take it, strip it.
Me too.
Not another Vanquish, yeah, right? For people who's been playing a long time, it's exactly that. Another Vanquish, really?
That looks nice and red. Jesco Draco Red. I like it. I like it.
It's a good looking car.
I always like to hit nitrous on 3rd gear when I do showdowns. I'm not sure why, but there's quite a few times I've lost, and the next time I did the race, I hit nitrous in 3rd, and bam, I won. So I've kind of made it a habit to hit nitrous in 3rd.
Draco Red's a good car. The white one's good too. Both Jescos are good.
Yeah, the Jescos are sweet. I like these things, actually. Herculando, hey, how's it going? Butts Pennymaker, hello. Hey, check it out. I got something for free. What is it? 1 LE tires.
TTRS Stage 6.
Nope.
1 LE.
1 LE tires. Let me collect my showdown prizes. All right. How close am I to the next upgrade on my Subaru? Now, this is the question. Probably not very.
I would think they would give us the star version. They wouldn't give you a no star version of the Vanquish. That would be kind of lame.
Yeah, it'll probably have stars. Usually when they give you a car, it has the stars.
Comment, what car do you mean that I deleted?
Oh, I'm getting close.
Oh, the 1LE. Yes, I actually did delete the ZL1 1LE.
Almost
Because
there.
that was actually quite effective in live racing for the longest time too.
Look, I can convert 25 into 5 for free. Let's do it. Yay, now it wants 50 gold to do it. So every time you do that 50 gold, it's gonna get more and more expensive. So
Yep.
I'm not gonna waste my gold. It gets ridiculously expensive, actually.
Eventually, once you're first born.
Yeah, that's what it gets to. But yeah, I wonder what that last one is going to cost, actually. Probably like 1,500 of those purple ones or pink ones. But yep, that's a bummer. I don't have enough. I really like this Subaru, though. This is a pretty
Seems
car.
to have some kind of lobby advantage too. One of my crewmates been winning in it, and he said he hasn't really had to run under dyno to beat people.
Mine's only on stage 5, and it really does seem to have a nice lobby advantage on stage 5. Very cool car. Some of y'all might not like the red interior, but I think it adds a little something to it. Kind of clashes with the blue, but not really in a bad way. I don't know. I like it.
You know, realistically, for many of us, this is actually a attainable car, right? Unlike, say, the Lamborghinis. I mean, many of us can actually possibly afford this car.
Yeah,
I always like a car that I can actually afford.
Your average Joe might be able to get one of these.
With the evil body kits. It's whatever company that they're friendly with that offers a body kit. You know, they just slap it on and scan it.
Yeah, some of the body kits aren't great. Some are pretty awesome. I mean, pretty much on all the cars, there's ones that I like and ones that I don't like. Let's see. So we've been doing
the
this.
R32 would be a nice one to add too.
We've been doing this for about 2 hours now, guys. So I say we're gonna probably go for. You good for another 15 minutes or so, Max?
Yeah, I'm good.
What time is it?
7:13 on my end.
Okay, we'll go to about 7:30 then. The evil ones are the worst Bosco has ever had, so Bosco does not like those at all.
Well, those body kits are pretty ugly, so.
Yeah, some of them are kind of gross. There we go. This is a beautiful Porsche right here. I love it in the flat black. I would love to have this thing in my driveway. That spoiler is... The spoiler is a little much, but it's not anywhere near as bad as the other one. If you guys haven't seen the other one, we're going to show you the lawnmower handle here in just a second. Alright. This is the lawnmower of CSR2. Am I going the wrong way? I sure am. Hold on a second. Let's find the lawnmower. It's got one of those cords that you have to pull to start it and everything. Where is it? Where is it? I don't know why, but I would not want to drive this around with that spoiler on the back. Lawnmowers for life. Maybe some of you guys like this, but what do you guys think of this spoiler? I mean, check this thing out. Check this thing out. What do y'all think? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let us know. If it had a spoiler just like the other one had, I would be in love with this car, but not
Looks
so
good
much.
on a Civic.
I do like that the back bumper is missing and you can see the muffler and stuff. What about the Civic?
I said the wing looks good on a Civic.
This one?
Yeah, that's what I'll put on my Civic.
Well, I guess you could give that a go.
You know, lift up the front wheels a little bit. Yeah, on a front wheel drive car, it's perfect.
No, this is the 911. This car doesn't have a name, Max.
What happened? What happened to the name?
I've never seen this before. I've never seen this before.
Hang on one second.
Sometimes it has the wrong name, but I've never seen it without a name. But no, it's a 911 RWB. There we go. Now the name's back. Yeah, this game does so much weird stuff, it's not even funny. I think I have all the stage 6 parts to build this, but I'm just like, eh. Why bother? I got the black one maxed out and I love it. Nice comment, Warrior. No, faded away. This was actually a prize that I think we won this on a showdown, if I remember correctly. But no, not a paid car. It was definitely a prize car, though.
That's a Evo Cup car, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah, it was an Evo Cup. That's right.
Also a showdown prize. Yeah, I think it was offered twice, right?
I think it was. Yeah, this thing's beautiful here, but I don't have any parts for it. If I had parts for this
thing actually is really good.
If I had parts for
if you can
this,
get parts,
I would build it right away, but I think I have like 2 purples, 1 green, and like 6 blues or something like that last time I looked. Not
that's
very
a pretty
many.
rare car to get fusions.
Yeah. I kind of wish I would have spent my keys on the crates for this car, just because it's really cool and it's different. You know, you don't see cars like this every day. It's a super cool one. But that's the thing, like, if I tried to upgrade all of these cars, I would be broke in no time, so.
But that's the whole idea, man. You're supposed to go broke and then pay for it.
True.
I mean, I understand Natural Motion's probably spending tons of money getting licensing for all these cars too. So, yeah, there is a cost to business.
Yes.
If none of us ever paid a penny, they would not be able to stay in business. On the other hand, if people are paying thousands of dollars for a digital car, there's something wrong with that too.
Yeah, this thing here is pretty interesting. Like, I love it and I hate it at the same time. I mean, it looks...
I bet you can't see out of it when you're actually in it, though.
Oh, yeah, it's probably got to be really hard to see out of. I kind of wish they would have painted it a different color.
So, I mean, a prune-looking color is okay, I guess. I mean, that's kind of like a... Depending on the angle, it looks a little brownish or it looks kind of prunish. Copper, that's what they call it.
I'm pretty sure I have all the parts for this guy. Oh, must be up at the top. Where's it at? I hate these things here. They make it really hard to scroll
Yeah,
through.
it's real hard to scroll, right?
It's a pain, really. Man, there's a lot of Fords in this game. Jeez.
Lots of Fords.
Yep, I
And
got all
not too many that are really great.
I got all the stage 6 for this guy. So if I ever decide I want to build this thing, I'm good to go, I think. Ford parts are pretty easy to get as well, so one of these days, if this ever becomes something I need for an event, it'll be cool to upgrade it.
Oh my.
The daily ones. What about daily ones? Carl says the Apollo is trash. All right. No, I'm definitely not going to sell any cars because you never know when you might need it for something. Herculano said the game is all bugs. Unfortunately, these games do have a lot of bugs, which is a real bummer, but you know, we can just kind of do what we can do, you know. Unfortunately, we do have some bugs. I think I got this car for free, guys. This McLaren over here.
Wow.
Yep.
Comment. I would say the
720S.
Apollo's better.
They had some sort of thing where it was on, I don't know if it was like Twitter or Instagram or something, but they posted a link and you clicked on the link and it gave you this car for free. I haven't seen them do anything like that in quite a while, but there was like 5 or 6 cars, and for some reason none of them worked except for this one. All the other cars never got delivered.
All right. Crow wants to see more elite license mistakes. Let's go switch. Let me switch to my main account so you can really see some fun mistakes.
All right, let me know when you want to switch on over, Max.
All right, give me 1 second. I was just admiring the 004 CS car, but
Yeah, those
go ahead and pop my license up here.
The 00 cars are really cool.
All right, we ready for this? Let's switch it over.
All right, here we go. And Max is live.
Complete noob licensing. How you like them apples? I got the Toyota 86.
Yeah.
I got the Bentley Continental GT Speed, baby.
Yeah.
TTRS.
All right.
Yeah, and the Camaro SS.
Oh man.
Woo! The girl's like, I'm not joining the next stream. I cannot take this anymore. I want to cut my own wrist when I see those licenses.
That's harsh.
All right, so I learned a bit
harsh.
by the time I got to Elite License 2. So as you can see, these got a little better. But, yeah.
All right. The Crow said he did the Shack's car, but he's upset
Those
over
paint
this.
jobs. You guys like the paint jobs? I like the paint jobs. Yeah, especially that one. Wait, I should pull that car up. Actually, I think I got a license plate on it too. Hold on.
Which one?
Let me try to find my Bentley.
Oh, the Bentley.
The Continental GT Speed. Hold on.
I was so mad when I pulled that 15 pulls to get that car, and then I already had it.
But you won't be. Don't forget, I got that Bentley Continental GT Speed when it was first released. Back then, there was no loyalty. I don't remember how many I had to pull to get it, but people were pulling up to like 30 times to get this car. There we go. That right there, baby.
That's
my
gross.
license plate for that car.
Well, I guess that works.
So this car at the time when it first came out had a low performance point high evo setting relative to other cars of its time, and it actually was winning a bit for me back then. I mean, we're talking 4 years ago, so it's not like, you know. And back then, I put about 200 miles on it. Then they changed matchmaking to dyno, and that kind of killed it. So this is going way back when they were still doing matchmaking purely by performance points. It was actually a winnable car.
I'm just waiting for Too Short to come through, get in that thing, and drive away.
Yeah, I got the paint job going there. I like it.
And you know what he
I
would
got the
say.
license plate to
Some of
match
you-
it. Everything's good.
Some of you
So-
know what he would say as he drives away, but I'm not gonna say.
If they give it to me for free in real life, I'll still take it, even with that paint job. So, yeah. So second license, I did pretty good, I think. You got Angel Civic, CSR Regera, LBM4, Boxster S, SF40. That's after I already got some nice cars and I kind of learned my lesson on. And don't forget, Crow, if you recall, back in the day when we elited that first license, they didn't initially give us the 10%. That came later. So when I first did the Tempest 1, the elite license was just a license. It didn't really give you that plus 10 yet. That came later. I don't remember exactly when they instituted it, but the first elite license did not necessarily carry the 10%. So, like a fish. So what? It's like a boxed. It's a box S. What? I can't pronounce it. Sorry. Tempest 3. Here's my F12 that I did make elite, and that F12 still rocks. So, so that's where things changed. I think for a lot of players, once they put that 10% in, we all thinking back to Tempest 1, going, "Oh my God, what the hell did I elite back then?" So that's the setup. I also elited this. This actually was a very good dyno beating tier 4 at the time. Same deal. You elited it, and then they changed the matchmaking, so it kind of screwed me. Finn, everybody was doing Finn when they can. But this car is still one of my favorites. It's a very good car. Still beats dyno. Still can win. Does get bumped real easily, but
Sylvia's good.
Sylvia's definitely good. S15 Rocket Bunny.
I like that car a lot.
Yep, I do too. And again, it's a good car. It's just that matchmaking doesn't favor it right now. So, but the one that really paid off for me actually is that Regera. The Regera I use for Prize Cup. I use it for live. I use it for all kinds of stuff. So I've actually really put a lot of mileage on it. So it really, that 10% has been paying for itself. If I can find the car right here.
Joe said he elited 2 GTRs.
Oh man, 2 GTRs.
Probably the ones from the dealership.
That's not totally
right?
terrible, but yeah, this is a car I have the highest mileage on out of all my garage. So, love this car. One of my favorites.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yep. So this is actually from I believe it's from Silver Keys, years ago. My best Silver Key pull ever. And then since then I pulled 2 more, of course. Once you have it, it's easier to get it.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, and again, guys that play one car all the time, I've seen 20, 30,000 miles on a car. I don't tend to play the same car all the time. I try to spread them out. So, yeah, it's a good looking car too. I don't mind and it's like carbon. It's like a purple carbon fiber is what it is. So it's a really cool looking car. Real, can't go wrong. And I've always been able to make the Regera work for me. Even when they made it slower, then they made it faster again. But it's always been a good car. So I'm really happy with this car. One of my favorites in the game, period. Always been able to make some use out of it. And it does say void again because back then, that's all it does. Void after void race after void race. You have to actually shift it into 3rd gear at the very end of the track to avoid the void.
That's weird.
Yep.
That's really weird.
It was the void machine for the longest time. So
Void monster.
yeah, that's a void monster. That thing used to piss people off and piss me off because I would win and void. So yeah, one of the definitely more fun cars in the game, and it's actually pretty tunable too, despite only having 3 gears. So
Krishman, what's up, buddy? Go ahead and ask your question.
7 miles on the SXR. We have a question?
State of the Way says it's the unicorn.
Oh,
right,
Albia
Carlos,
Ventador.
have a great day,
one,
man. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll catch you later.
Yeah, at one point I was trying to put 1,000 miles on a series of cars just to kind of show that it's, all these cars are viable. So what I was doing is I was spreading the mileage around. I had 1,000 miles on this one, 600 on that one. For example, FXXK, 1,000 miles in live racing. Bachmano, about 1,000 miles. Other Ferraris that used to be good, like this one, which sucks now, but was good. Put a lot of mileage on different cars. And it also forces you to practice tuning these cars, driving them, making them work. So that's how I got into more and more into figuring out little details about different cars and how they worked. So yeah, I have a lot of racing miles, but they're all spread out through different cars.
Regera CSR2 edition, I'm pretty sure that was a paid car. And I don't think you can really get that easily.
No, that's always been a crate pull.
Oh, it has?
Yes,
okay.
Always been.
I'm very wrong.
Yeah, I didn't elite this F12 if I didn't like it. Okay, so this is how the F12 should have been to me. The 3-star F12 is not a bad car. It just isn't good because of current cars are so much better. But this was the buffed up F12, and this thing definitely kicks butt because it works exactly the same way as the regular F12, except faster. So you can't go wrong with it. So I like this car. I elited it because I really see myself being able to use it in live and not have to swap. So it's the car I elited thinking I would use it more, but unfortunately matchmaking changed yet again, and it made life a lot harder for it. But it's still a very viable car. If and when I feel like breaking it out, it's still good. So
Pro asks, what are our personal favorite cars?
In real life or just in the game? Mile count on this F12 isn't very high because once I elited it, I think it lost a lot of its edge. So I haven't. I think I crashed again.
One thing I've always dreamed about having was like a full-blown rally car, like an old Subaru or something, man. Like late '90s, early 2000s Subaru rally car sitting in the driveway would be awesome. Or like one of those Kin Block cars, like Kin Block drives. Oh man, I would give anything to have something like that. Now, if it was a supercar, I'd probably say some sort of Bugatti Chiron or maybe even just a Lamborghini Huracan. I just like the way they look.
Yeah, I mean, in the game, bro, I think if you're talking about favorite cars to use or favorite cars, period, Regera is definitely on the top of my list there. All-time favorite because how much I like using it. The Bachmano, I really enjoy the Bachmano. From a look standpoint, I really love the LB Aventador. I like a lot of the Lamborghinis, the way they look. I like that flair they have with the edgy look. Even the new, the Cyan Roadster, great looking car. So those are the cars I tend to like. It's, and I like the Nismo R34 GTR a lot. But unfortunately, it's not that good in the game. So those are some of my favorite cars.
I forgot to mention it, but LOL did the Sesto Elemento.
Sesto Elemento, I know
yeah.
That's one of your favorites.
Love that thing.
Yep, I actually like the Bugatti Boli too. It's a very cool car.
Yeah, it is cool. Another thing I would love to have is just a really awesome Civic hatchback, like a 1990 Civic hatchback with just, one of those B series motors and all the bells and whistles. I would love that. Turbocharged. Has to put a turbo on that baby.
Yep. I raced at the drag strip, so I have respect for what they can do considering what they are. The guys that strip out their Civics, they're down to 2,200 pounds for the car. Even if you have only 300 horsepower in something like that, it's gonna move because it's so light.
Now, back when I was probably 20-ish, I had a Civic hatchback, and I was real close to swapping engines. I think it was a B16A I almost bought, I think that's what it was. I was real close.
What, the
to
Integra
doing-
engine? Is that the Integra engine? Because a lot of people were doing that one.
I don't think it was the Integra engine. It was one of the most popular engines at the time. But I came real close to buying that. But it really came down to where I'm just like, man, do I really want to spend like all the money I have on a car engine? 'Cause, I mean, I never really made enough money to do much with cars. You know, I just remember around that time I had several $1,000 saved up, and I was really thinking, man, I wanna do this, but eventually I just decided not to. It would have been awesome though.
See, the Crow loves the Elite tuner cars. I like the fact they allow us to tune them, but I don't love them because ultimately the whole token thing kind of took the joy out of it. But they are cool cars. Yes, my Regera is fully max. It's been fully max for over 2.5 years. So
Chrisman, all right. Unfortunately, not every tier 5 car is good. I don't really know what you got going on. I mean, he asked why are some of my tier 5 cars not good, but just because
it depends on which car you have.
Yeah,
first,
we don't really know which
figure
ones
it
you're
out.
talking about, but there's in this car. It doesn't matter which tier you have. Some cars are good, some are not. Some cars can get high Evo points, some can't. Even if it has a lot of stars, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good car in this game.
Yeah, exactly. Again, it depends on the car, depends on the specific cars. You're talking about the low, the quote, ultra low performance point high Evo tune comment on the Regera. I'm aware of that one. I used it before for a while. I also had a variation before they tweaked it. So I'm pretty familiar with those tunes, and it does work good. But the car has basically, you know, the Ghost package is the same way. It has that super low performance point setup, and I think it gets a little higher Evo than the regular one. Same with the Gamera. That's correct. All three of them have that same thing. I'm gonna step away for 1 minute, Danny. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. My gamepad has left the stream. I don't know where it went, buddy. I think it would have ran to the McDonald's or something. It was hungry. Yeah, that Supra took a lot of tokens. That Supra took a lot of tokens to max out, but I mean, I'd been saving my Elite tokens pretty much since the Elite stuff came out. I just wasn't spending them for some reason. I'm glad I didn't because it didn't take me too long to max out the Supra on those tokens. Herculano, I actually just made a video yesterday about the R33. It's good, but it's not anything special, okay? It doesn't beat Dino by very much, so if your thing is, you know, Dino beaters, it's just kind of okay. It's pretty fast and all, but it's just kind of an okay car, I would say. J311, hello. But personally, I'm not going to try to pull the R33. It would be cool to have it, but I don't know. You know what? Actually, we are going to try and pull it. We're going to go open one gold crate and see if I can get it, guys. I know you guys like us to open crates. Every once in a while, if I get over 200 keys, I'll go ahead and open a gold one. So let's see what happens. Now, if I do get it, I'm probably not going to upgrade it, but I would like to have it in my collection. Alright. So I got 210 keys. And I'm going to sit here and pull when the time feels right. When something says, do it now, that's when I'm going to do it. And let's see if we can get this guy. Alright. My fortune-telling skills say pull it right about now. All right, let's see what happens. I almost never get it on the first pull though, so poop sickles. All right, let's see what I get. Probably one of those BMWs. Probably a really lousy BMW, guys. Well, it's a cool car, but unfortunately, I think I've already got this guy. But hey, at least it's a nice car. Maybe if I'm really lucky, it's gonna drop me a stage 6 part. Let's find out. Alright, come on, baby, give me a good old stage 6. But generally, every time I open gold crates, it gives me a car that I already own. That's why I don't open crates too often unless I'm actually pulling for a specific car.
Does this one share parts with the other one that we got as a milestone?
I don't know. Let's go find out.
Would be nice if it did.
Let's find out. I doubt it, but we'll check.
I kind of doubt it too, but you can hope, right?
Yeah, we can hope. I'm gonna guess it probably has its own parts, but
Donna hates everybody equally, so
yeah, she hates us all. Where are we?
What? I just popped out of nowhere. I'm like that hairy beast hiding in the shadows. I'm here.
Yeah, we forgot all about Max. We thought he was gone forever.
I said 1 minute.
Let's find the R's.
I usually don't fall in the toilet.
Wait, it's A. Why am I looking in R? I'm looking for Romeo or whatever.
Alfa Romeo.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Romeo.
I'm looking
Alfa
for
Romeo.
See, I'm dyslexic, guys. I can't figure out what's what. Oh, look, I got all the parts for this. Summer C4? I should probably upgrade that. That's like a tier 2 car.
Now, why the hell would they separate 4C Spider and 4C Launch Edition?
I don't know.
I mean, that is just such pointless.
It's got its own parts, Max.
Really?
Yeah, the GTAM has its own parts, so it does not share it with the regular, the Quadra, however you say it. Quadra for largy for logolo.
Or that Foglio.
Those are actually really cool cars, but yep, does not share them.
Oh well. It was a nice thought, but
yeah.
Oh, I can't. You know what? I can't keep upgrading this Nissan. I'll be spending money I'm supposed to lose tomorrow.
Oh yeah. You should.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay high enough on the money that I can actually afford to lose it.
I just pulled this guy in black, and for some reason I want to keep it.
I mean, that's a good-looking car.
It is.
You know, it is. It just sucks, but it's a good-looking car.
I like the way it looks a lot, but yeah, it's not a good car. I think I have a red one, and then I have the Boss version as well. But yeah, I probably should just strip it and get rid of it, but I'm gonna keep it. It's pretty. Every once in a while, I can't let something go. All right, Max, do you have anything else you wanted to talk about on this stream before we go, or?
I'm pretty good. Unless somebody's got a question, I'm just, I am happy to take a break, and we can come back next time for the other stuff. I can't spell reflexively, but you guys get the meaning.
Zyaric, I would probably take the Bugatti. He says if we had to choose a 250-mile car, would we take the Speedtail, a Gira R, or a Chiron? I would take the Bugatti, I think. Well, I don't know. The Gira R is pretty sweet.
I just want the one that won't get me killed.
Probably the Chiron.
I don't know. I think a Gara R for me. I respect Koenigsegg for what they can do in their cars. So, plus, they're Swedish, and I have family in Sweden. Gotta support your relatives' current country of origin, right?
Ash
so, Gara R
and
for me.
Ash and N, we don't know what you have, buddy. He wants to know what car he should elite for tier 4. Basically, if you have a car that's good at live racing, it earns you a lot of respect points, and it's fast enough to beat it, that's a really good car to make elite, because every time you live race that car, it's going to get more points. So any good tier 4 car that's a good live racer is the ideal car to elite. Now, if you elite one that's not a good live racer, you're almost wasting the elite, because, you know, if you give a bonus to a lousy car, it doesn't really serve any purpose. So I would say take your favorite high-earning live racer and elite it.
Yeah, I mean, some good choices are already being typed up in chat. The RS6 Avant, the NSXR, both are good. The Evora's good. Nismo in attack, Nissan, the only good GTR in live. So there are a lot of good. The Griffiths is good, but you don't forget to save a car to beat the event with too. So you may not want to use the Griffiths for the license. So you know, there are a lot of good tier 4 cars right now.
Yeah, there are a lot of real awesome ones.
Yep.
Is
the 2020 Corvette is good in live?
Yes.
I quite like that car, actually. KJ's Nismo left the stream.
J Trill, you're welcome, buddy.
Well, let's all you leak KJ's Nismo. That's the best Nissan GTR in the game. Please don't do that.
It's actually pretty lousy.
I'm being sarcastic here.
It looks cool, but yeah, unfortunately, that's all it's got is looks.
Yeah, I mean the in attack is good, but not KJ's car.
They look identical almost.
But that's the problem. You know, people get them confused, and they're like, "Oh, this is the Nissan you're talking about, right?" No, that's not.
Yeah, the in attack is amazing. KJ's not so much. Not so much. Best live racing car for tier 1. If you're brand new to the game, get the Volkswagen GTI. Alright, if you've been playing for a while, you've got some of the boss cars. Sneak's Ford Focus Trackster is awesome. The 1.5 Civic VTEC is awesome. I feel like I'm missing something else. I know there's another awesome little tier 1 car. The Abarth 500 is pretty darn good, surprisingly.
Abarth is good, yep. Angel Civic is good.
Yep. Mentioned that one. Let me go look real quick. I feel like there's something else I'm missing here. In tier 1. There's a crazy tune you can do for the Mini Cooper, but I can't remember. You got to set it up real weird to make it happen. I can't remember how to do that. Normally the Mini Cooper is not good. Oh, is the Boss still good? It used to be. They changed it since I've last live raced with it though. The Mustang Boss 302. Do you know if that's still good, Max?
I know that's a good car. I don't use it myself, but
okay.
I've seen a lot of people in live with it.
I'm pretty sure this one still really does well for live, if I remember correctly. But yeah, the GTI, okay. Let me make sure I don't have anything hidden in my secret stash of my favorite cars real quick. Alright, so the Civic, Sneak's Focus, and the Civic. Yep, I already mentioned those, so yeah, those are the good ones right there for tier 1. But yep, guys, I think we're gonna go ahead and shut the stream down. Thank you all so much for coming out. We had a lot of donations today. Thank you guys so much. That was really nice of you guys. Everybody who donated, thanks so much. Everybody who's a channel member, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Moderators, thanks for coming out and doing a great job of keeping the stream under control, making sure nobody's spamming and getting crazy and being mean and nasty. Definitely appreciate you guys. Same to you, Curl. Thank you. And
Thank
everybody,
you, everyone.
Yep, everybody who comes out and watches the videos and hangs out with us on the chats. You guys are awesome. We really appreciate you all very much. Make sure you guys check out Maxthegamer's channel if you haven't already. The Crow's been here, all right? He runs the Reddit page for CSR2 over on Reddit. If you don't mind, go check them out as well. Lots of cool stuff over there. And yeah, I think that pretty much wraps this one up. Thank you so much, everybody. You guys have a great day, and we will see you next time.
Thank you, everyone. I'll catch you next time.